Live from the Big Apple, the night where dreams are realized, where young men see their hard work finally pay off. The Lady Liberty, you can see the skyline of New York City. Who will go #1? Will it be AJ Dybantsa, the man that we've heard so much about out of BYU? And man, oh man, he is looking good. He is feeling good. Will it be Darryn Peterson, who's told me at the NBA Combine, as well as a lot of other folks, he thinks he should be #1. And then you have Cameron Boozer, arguably the most NBA-ready player in the draft with a whole lot of family history in the NBA. They are all looking fly, and you can see the draft picks there, including Caleb Wilson, looking great. Posing earlier, they have their shades on, they've got their custom suits, and they were posing earlier with Commissioner Adam Silver. What a great night it will be for those young men, and what a great night it will be for us on Hoop Streams. Hi everybody, I'm Vanessa Richardson. I'm joined by NBA champion Iman Shumpert. We've got Brian Windhorst. We've got Vince Goodwill, and like I said, it is going to be a great night, and it's going to be an extra great night once the lights come on. Hey, this is live TV, baby, and once my microphone gets where it needs to be. I assume the lights will come on at some point, fellas. For now, we're in the dark, and you know what? We're also in the dark about who's going to be the #1 pick, because we think we have an idea, but it's not like it has been in years past where it's solid. So this is going to be an interesting night. I know these young men are excited, and we are too. But I do want to go ahead and start with what has just been the massive news within the last 24 hours so far, fellas, and that is the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade. We anticipated this. Wendy, you and your colleagues have been reporting on this for a while. It finally did indeed go down. What can you tell us about the why of why it was Miami? We had heard Miami and Boston, possibly Boston giving up Jaylen Brown. It will be the Miami Heat. Why?
Well, I got to tell you, I saw some Bucks personnel here a few minutes ago, and boy, are they relieved that it's over. I'm not sure if they know that if they won the trade or not, but boy, are they relieved that it's over. And one of the reasons it took so long is because they really didn't know which direction to go. Do you go with Jaylen Brown, an all-NBA player in his prime, under contract, but you'd really not have much of a team to build around him? Or would you go with a bunch of quality role players and draft picks and try to draft your star players tonight?
Yeah.
Because that is where the Bucks are in. Last night was obviously an important night for the Bucks. They make their decision on where to send Giannis. Tonight is where it's all going to get decided. They have picks 10 and 13. They need to draft cornerstones of their future tonight, and that's the direction they decided to go. And obviously, a great night for Miami last night as well.
How does this change the landscape of the NBA, Iman Shumpert, if at all?
I don't know about the landscape of the NBA, because you know how I like to report things is whoever was the last team to win, that's the landscape of the NBA as far as I'm concerned. And as far as I'm concerned right now, building a team is the main concern of every other GM around the league. I think they did the first steps, where it's first things first. Let's make sure I get our superstars underway.
Right.
Let's make sure that, you know, we dump the necessary contracts to say, hey, man, now we need to start building around. I know with having Bam and having Giannis, we now need shooting. So I'll just be excited for the landscape of that team.
And Vince, what happens now with Boston? If you're Jaylen Brown, how are you feeling, and how do they mitigate what could be an awkward situation?
Well, cold hard cash will do it, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, hurt feelings get solved when you put a 2-year, $140 million contract in front of someone, and you don't have to say, I'm sorry. You just say, here's the money, take it.
That's all.
That's if you want him.
Yes.
That's if you want Jaylen Brown. Who says they want to keep Jaylen Brown? As Wendy has said multiple times over the past week, the Celtics have given the signal, we, as presently constituted, cannot beat the New York Knicks. The Celtics have a championship standard. They have not held themselves to that championship standard for a couple of years. Now, the interesting part, what if you're Jaylen Brown? Do you control your own destiny? Do you say, since y'all don't want me, I don't want y'all?
I don't want you.
You know what I mean? I don't have to go love doctor on y'all, Shump. You know what I mean? But who wants you?
Yeah.
And if you can't love the one you're with, then you find somebody else to love.
I swear you will.
This is costing the Heat a lot, Brian Windhorst. It's costing them a lot. How are they going to build around Giannis?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, this is, you know, look, I don't want to use the word desperate.
Yeah.
But the offer that they made was very aggressive. It was aggressive to the point where they didn't leave themselves with a lot of wiggle room.
Right.
But you know what? they may be star poor. What I mean by that is they got the stars. They got Bam Adebayo. They got Giannis. These are top 20 players. Giannis is a top 5 player. And so now they have to build around him. Now, I really do think it's going to take probably 12 to 18 months to build out that team. Yeah. They got Giannis. He's going to extend his contract there. It's a huge win for them. It's been there. The way they've built this franchise, get star players, figure out the rest later. They put banners up in there. Raptors doing that. They got the star player. That's the tough part. They'll begin their build really pretty quickly here after this draft.
Wendy, I'm curious, from a Celtics standpoint, do you think the Celtics get involved so that the Heat could drain themselves of every single resource, even if it cost them their relationship with Jaylen Brown? Because if Milwaukee and Miami are the only two teams talking, then they dictate the terms of that. Boston gets involved, it makes Miami put all their chips to the table. Could Brad Stevens have been playing a game here to know, I want Giannis, but I know I'm not going to get him, but I'm going to make sure they're depleted if they do?
If it was the other way around and it was Riley depleting the Celtics, I wouldn't dismiss it. But no, I honestly just think that on the other side of it, the Celtics didn't want to have the same problem. They didn't want to have Jason Tatum, Giannis, and then nothing else, and then have to go through this. And they just weren't willing to go all in on it. They thought Jaylen was a good offer, and I think they knew that as soon as if Miami won the bidding, they would have other people calling them, and that's what's happening right now. The Celtics are in negotiations with various teams on Jaylen Brown. I think there's a decent chance Jaylen Brown's going to be traded within the next few days, if not tonight.
And to be clear, this Giannis trade cannot happen until July 6th, Wendy. So much like that Kevin Durant trade last summer that ended up involving, I think it was a record-setting 7 teams, this could expand. It could become a lot more teams involved. Is that your understanding as well? And how could that kind of manifest itself?
Yes, of course. We're in the era of multi-team trades. Yeah. So, unfortunately, we're going to see people wearing hats tonight.
Yes.
They're not the team they're going to.
Yep. A lot of people will be wearing hats, but they are not going to.
Annoying. The 13th pick in this draft will be a Buck, but he'll have a Heat hat on. Trades routinely get expanded. To my knowledge, right now, Tyler Hero will remain a Milwaukee Buck.
Okay.
And he just went on to social media and let everybody know he's going back home because he's from just outside Milwaukee.
He is.
He thinks he's going to be a Milwaukee Buck, but Shump, you know how this goes.
Oh, yeah. I know how it goes.
Things could change rapidly. Most years, what we see is a lot of chatter about picks moving around the top 10. And most years, everybody drafts. And this year, all these guys are really, really good. Nobody wants to become the fool that traded a pick. I think we're likely to have everybody draft in that top 10. But stay tuned. Let's see how it plays out.
All right, moving on to tonight's big event. We are here at Barclays Center at the NBA draft. Let's take a look at the top 10 picks. Let's start with the Washington Wizards, who, by way of some losing and some fortune, were able to land that #1 pick. Per our folks at ESPN, Trae Young intends to sign a 4-year, $212 million deal to stay in Washington. Wendy, you had tweeted and you had posted that you thought that would happen. Anthony Davis was added to that team, and now they have a decision: AJ or Darryn. What say you, and what way do you think they'll go?
Hey, they're on the clock right now. I think they did a really good job of keeping this close to the vest, and that's what they wanted to do. And I think it's going to be AJ, but I've been wrong before.
Vince Goodwill, what do you think?
I've been talking to people around the league, and over the past day, everything is swayed. If I talk to 20 people, 10 of them said AJ, 10 of them said Peterson. Over the last hour, I've heard from another team in the top 5, or another team that wants to get in the top 5.
Yeah, wants to get
in the top 5, and they said that they believe it's going to be AJ Dybantsa.
And there he is right there. There he is right there. Shump, what are the emotions that you think that AJ is feeling tonight?
Especially with a guy like that, they're talking to themselves. You have to talk yourself through this. There's nervousness that you get before every game, right? And I tell people this all the time. I never know, is it excitement or nervousness? But I learned that they're both the same emotion, kind of, just opposite sides.
By the way, so he has all of his stuff tonight on his real name, Anis Dybantsa Jr. So when Adam Silver calls, because I think AJ is about to be called here. Is he going to call him AJ Dybantsa or is he going to call him Anis?
Yeah, good question.
It's whatever they put on their card.
Yeah.
So if you ever see me get drafted, when David Stern leans down to look at it, I know he's reading me right E-E-E-M-O-N as the pronunciation. So you get to write it. You get to put it in the parentheses for him.
We're going to find out right
Looks
here.
like we're about to find out from Adam Silver. The Wizards are selecting AJ Dybantsa. There it is. AJ Dybantsa is the #1 pick in the NBA draft, as so many have predicted. I know we've all gotten the chance to meet him. He's been at the NBA Finals. He's been in our ESPN green room. Great, great young man, extremely focused. Did awesome at BYU, made such an impact. Seems to have great leadership skills. Iman, what do you like about this #1 pick? Washington Wizards getting AJ.
What I like about it is AJ was one of those guys that I watched in this draft that I feel like he could be complimentary to anybody in the league. He could be complimentary to a superstar. He could be complimentary to a team that plays fast, a team that plays slow, methodical basketball on the offensive end. I like him a lot because I know that Ice Trey, got to have the ball. And he's going to have it in isolation form. He's going to have it on pick and pops. He's going to have it on picks to go downhill. When you start talking about their team and the makeup of their team, of course I'm thinking of a healthy Anthony Davis. When I see this team get together and I see him being able to slash off of them ball screens, be able to play the back off an AD and a Trey ball screen where Trey's going off and creates angles, creates room for him, I just say he's the perfect fit for them. I didn't want to see Peterson go there and they have to flirt with the idea of who gets the ball more or who needs to be handling the ball. I think it needs to be a clear-cut decision. You need to know how you roll it. It's obvious how they rolling over there in Washington, and I think he's ready for the big league.
Brian.
It's so important to him to go #1.
Yeah.
Obviously, for every pick that goes #1, they care about it, but he cared about it so much. He honestly, I talked to him, I go, hey, there's a couple of places where I was like, I don't know if you really want to go to this place if they win the lottery. You could, he's like, nope. I don't care where I go. Nope. People didn't think I was going to do anything at BYU. People said, why are you going to BYU? He just wanted to go #1. It meant so much to him. It meant a lot to his family. So I could appreciate what he's doing here. And I think it's actually a great fit. He's going to go into a team that has a veteran guard in Trae Young, has a veteran center in Anthony Davis, and he is going to fit in on the wing. And look, Washington doesn't have a star. It's a big city that doesn't have a star.
Major market, top 10 market.
It doesn't have a history of success, quite frankly. It's a great opportunity for him to go in there. I think he's going to score a ton of points right off the bat.
Without a doubt.
I think it's a great fit.
Hey, look, do you know my saying about the Washington Wizards, Shump? They couldn't win 50 games with John Wall. They haven't won 50 games since Michael Jackson put out Off the Wall. That is the Washington Wizards. That's the Bullets. That's the Wizards. Whether they're in Baltimore or downtown D.C., this is who they are. But they are a sleeping giant. Like, this is a franchise that has history behind it. Yeah. It's been dormant for so long. It's a basketball market. They desperately wanted this. Like, I remember lottery night, you poll teams around the league. Who needs the #1 pick the most? A lot of people thought Washington needed it the most to hit that big reset button. They already did it throughout the season. When you traded for Trae Young, an undervalued asset who wanted to get out of Atlanta, you go get Anthony Davis, another undervalued asset who's also hurt. Those are two all-star, all-NBA type players when they are healthy, if they can get healthy, right? Then you had AJ Dybantsa. You know, it looks to me, when he turns that corner, Shump, get out the way.
Excitement.
It's hard to explain to people the explosion when he gets his shoulder around you and he's got one dribble and he's got nothing but 17 feet in front of him and he
ain't
can
got
rise
nothing
up.
on his mind but violence.
Nothing. I love that. I I think he's got Shump. Tell me defensively, because there was a stretch where it looked like he wasn't committing any fouls, he wasn't engaged, but it looks like he's got all the tools to be a crazy defensive player.
He definitely has all the tools, but something that I was watching, especially in the championship series with Wemby, defensive positioning means so much. And when I look at him, AJ has not only defensive tools, but when I looked at a lot of the slides, a lot of the way he defended, he's got his high foot up, he's got his high hand up. He makes sure that he actually does a power slide if you make a power move. Those things matter, especially when you come into this league and you're dealing with other guys that are equally as athletic, equally as gifted to get around you and get to the basket. I think he takes the challenge, but he also has principles. Any guy that can fine-tune his principles prior to being in the league is definitely going to have a successful
He's
career.
a great slasher, and he told me at the Combine he prides himself in versatility.
Yeah.
How can that versatility help him in the league?
The league is all about tweeners and positionless basketball right now. He fits right in. Right now, they want to have your potential saying, you could do this, you could do that. It's all about development. That's what excites you about young players. Potential and development. I'm excited because I need him to know, you're not just going to any city. This is Chocolate City.
Chocolate City,
and you
baby.
better treat it like Chocolate City, AJ. We don't need you going out there and kicking it cool, baby. Listen, turn it back into Chocolate City. We like DC. I like going on Scott's. I like going on Scott's show because Scott's show is right there in the home of DC, and I'm gonna go and stop at a Wizards game just to see if it's the real deal. AD's a Chicago guy. He gonna look out for me.
Yes,
y'all better be playing some good basketball, man. Shout out to Chocolate City. Y'all got a good one.
So the Jazz are on the clock here. Their pick is in. This becomes elementary for them. I think they go Peterson. It's an easy choice.
Yeah.
No brainer.
You see Adam Silver, commissioner, currently on stage, and he is telling us that the Utah Jazz will select Darryn Peterson, who was widely expected to go number 2, if not number 1. Great player, obviously played at Kansas. Top level three-point shooter, playmaking, a lot of on-ball upside. Interviewed him at the Combine as well.
Yeah.
Shump, what do you like about Darryn Peterson's game?
Well, I like that when I look at him play, I see Gilbert Arenas. That settles me. It settles me. I know people are saying his ceiling is Kobe, and he draws a lot of other comparisons to anybody that you saw score it at a high level, especially in the mid-range and the three-point range. But when I look at him and how he moves, how he looks at the floor, how he attacks, the angles that he chooses, I see Gilbert Arenas all over again, but I see Gilbert Arenas a little more polished a little earlier. You know what I mean? He's a little stronger, a little more athletic. But if you just watch how he moves his body, how he decides to get his shoulder by you or just get you on his hip to where he can get to his spot and knock down shots, I just see Gilbert Arenas, and I know that when I can compare you to somebody, that is going to translate in the league. So I get excited when I see him, especially going to a Utah where they haven't gotten a chance to put all their guys on the floor right away. But it is settling to know you have different options and different lineups that you now can run. I don't know what his future looks like in Utah. I know they got a lot of guys on their roster now. But it is going to be exciting for what they have in Utah to finally see them put their product on the floor.
I love seeing his dad ugly crying because, you know, he's from my neck of the woods. He's from the Akron, Ohio area. And I just know his dad was a college player. He trained him real hard, Shump, and he would sometimes put him through 4-day workouts.
Whoa.
And including after dark, because, you know, you were very close to your dad. And, you know what it meant to your dad. These dads out here, you know, obviously the moms too, but the dads a lot of times worked with the players. His father put him through 4-day workouts and told him 4 years ago, 4-day workouts, 4 days a week, 4 years from now, you're going to be a top pick in the NBA draft. And here we are at number 2. I love seeing it. He fits in with Utah pretty good, okay? Because Utah is in a position where they've got bigs, they've got wings. He fits really nicely in their spot. They're going to plug him right into their starting lineup, and I think they're going to be contending for play-in status right out of the gate. I think, I know that there's some concerns about him, but you compare him to Gilbert Arenas, he's 6'5".
Yeah.
6'5". He's got great size, 6'5". So His dad is. I love it. I love it. I'm sorry. I love it. So,
We don't get the dads don't get love on draft day.
They don't.
The dads take the back seat because the moms have the ugly cry. It's good to see. It's good to see that.
But it's also good to know that dads are involved to that degree.
Yes, and that's important to show.
The emotion that comes behind your father when, you know, it's your dream to have, right? But your dad is always rooting for you to always be better than him. And that's a relationship that is it's the only one that exists. Every other man on the earth has no problem beating you one-on-one in anything else, any other category. Right. No man has a problem going into competition. But to see somebody be your biggest fan and get emotional that they honestly didn't know how to get you there. But the fact that we got here is unbelievable. I love that part because there's a genuine emotion that takes over a dad in that moment.
Look, from a basketball standpoint, 6'5". He told teams when he met with them, he sees himself as a point guard. That's why the Gilbert Arenas thing sticks out to me a lot, because you look at the Kobe comparisons, the Ray Allen comparisons. He's got more of a handle than Ray Allen did when Ray came to the league. Ray was a great athlete who then turned himself into a greater spot-up shooter. Darryn Peterson, like you said, the way he squares his shoulders, fundamentally sound.
You see it.
Great hops.
You see it.
And when him and AJ Dybantsa went against each other, you got to see the killer in him come out a lot more. In the high school and the one time they matched up, he won the matchup. It was just so much noise around him this year that sort of muddled the conversation. It's good to see the genuine joy from him in his camp tonight.
Without a doubt.
How do you think Will Hardy will use him in Utah from the jump, Brian Windhorst?
Well, they've actually kind of got one extra player a little bit, because if you look at, they've got, assuming they keep Walker Kessler at center, they're going to play Jaren Jackson at 4. They're going to play Lauri Markkanen at
I can't wait till he play a whole.
Lauri Markkanen, a 7'3" man. They're going to play Keontae George at their point guard, and they got this one last spot. Ace Bailey was their top 5 pick last year. Who's starting, Peterson or Bailey? So listen, it's possible that Peterson doesn't have as big of a role as some other rookies, because they're going to have those 6 guys.
Got a lot of young guys.
I think it's going to. I think it'll be an interesting situation that we'll watch.
Hey man, all I know is, even if his role seems like it's minuscule, and Brian's right, DP, your role could get shrunken down. Boy, you better stay ready, because in this league here, boy, do them roles open up.
And you've been there as a player.
The floodgates open up, and all you got to do is grab your moment. I don't have any negative things to say about DP, even though that guy followed him throughout the year. I got to meet him, exceptional young man.
All right, the Grizzlies are on the clock. Cam Boozer, you are a Memphis
going how we
Grizzly.
thought.
Yep, it is top 3, exactly how our experts at ESPN, including Brian Windhorst, said it would go down. What a special moment for Cam Boozer to share a hug with his father, Carlos Boozer, his mother, these folks that have just poured their entire lives into him. Of course, he comes by that NBA genetic capability, honestly, with his father, Carlos Boozer, who we all know and just absolutely love. He's a Memphis Grizzly, Brian Windhorst. What do you think?
So I was in the lottery room this year when they pulled the balls, and it was a huge win for Memphis to get the number 3 pick. And Zach Kleiman, their general manager, I swear to God, at that moment said, we're going to have ourselves Cameron Boozer. He's a graduate of Duke, a proud graduate of Duke Law, and he loves everything about Cameron Boozer. The Grizzlies are in for a franchise restart. They pretty much tanked the whole second half of the season to get this pick in this moment. There was other years, guys, where Cam Boozer would have been the number 1 pick in this draft. He's not the kind of, generational athlete that you sometimes see guys go high in the draft, but he is so smart. He is so skilled. His analytics are off the charts. Everything whatever league he's ever played in, he's won. The scouts love him. The coaches love him. The numbers love him. And in Memphis, he's going to be the beginning of their pivot, basically to a new era, which I believe will be without Ja Morant.
He's a versatile scorer. He's a great playmaker, great passer. Vince, what do you think of Cameron Boozer in this fit in Memphis?
You know, sometimes we say a player's too polished. You ever hear that?
Too what?
Too polished in college. You ever laugh at that? Like, wait, you're a good basketball player?
But I think when they say that,
you were groomed well, you were taught well, that's a problem?
they just say that, like, they don't have any ceiling to grow more.
That's fine. Oh well, I'll take a good basketball player.
Real talk.
Right?
Real
and
talk.
especially the Memphis Grizzlies. Think about it. Traded Jaren Jackson Jr.
Come on.
Traded Desmond Bain. We all know that Ja Morant is next. He's been shopped all around the league.
Yep.
I heard he was a contingency plan for Miami. If Miami didn't get Giannis, I didn't know how that was going to work itself out, but that's where you can see things going. Sacramento was involved in conversations too. They're going full scale. Okay, you not hand the team over, but you give Cam Boozer the runway to grow and to play and to figure things out, as opposed to that delicate imbalance of the old era trying to hold on and the new era trying to establish itself. I think this is a good thing for Memphis and a great place for Cameron Boozer to go.
Yeah, when I look at it, I mean, he's an exceptional player. I would have loved for you to come to the Bulls, brother. You know what I'm saying? We need some winning qualities over there. Your dad played over there. Never mind that. When I look at him coming to Memphis, the thing I like most about him, and I was talking to Perk about it earlier, Jalen Brunson is now a poster child for understanding that I can't hang my hat on athleticism. And I won't hang my hat on athleticism. I will play below the rim, and I still will do everything correctly so that I can win. I think Cam Boozer is the big man version of that. To say, hey, I've always had to play under the rim. There's always been guys more athletic than me. They can't win, though. I can win. And I love that he's taking that statement and walking into Memphis with it.
So the Bulls are on, your Chicago Bulls.
Oh, baby.
Chi-Town
The Bulls are on the clock. This is such an interesting moment because they're going to go with Caleb Wilson.
Yep, as we should.
There's so much attention has been paid to the top three. Caleb Wilson is a stud.
He is unbelievable.
He could be the best one out of everybody.
And this was so crazy. The Bulls have had so much bad luck happen to them. Some of it's been self-inflicted. This worked out so well for them.
Yeah, it was a win-win.
They didn't tank until too late. They were out of position. They pulled a lucky lottery ball. And look, there are some years with a fourth pick, it's a step down.
Yeah.
It wasn't for Stephon Castle a couple years ago. This year, the fourth pick is dynamite.
Yeah. And
not only that, the Bulls don't even have to worry about it. All the hard work got done before them. They take the stud who's left. This is potentially a franchise-changing moment for the Chicago Bulls.
And he smiles a lot.
He does.
We need a guy that's like, he smiles, he loves the game, he's super passionate, never has an attitude.
Because them Chicago winners are cold, baby. If you're a child of the Midwest, I'm a child of Detroit. I lived in Chicago. That Chicago cold, it cut different. It cut different, Shump. You better smile. I think Caleb Wilson has the most upside of any player in this draft.
Without a doubt.
I think high ceiling, Kevin Garnett. Can you imagine dropping an 18-year-old Kevin Garnett into this positionless basketball?
Yeah.
He'd be illegal, even more illegal than he was when he came into the league.
He's got such a motor, and I'm a big fan of Tiago Splitter, of course, who is the new Chicago Bulls head coach. I covered him in Houston. He is so good at developing players. He helped with Alperen Sengun. He helped with those young guys in Portland, got them way further than they thought. So I think that he could be the perfect fit to coach Caleb Wilson.
He was a workhorse when he was playing in San Antonio and we had to go against Tiago. You knew what you were getting. His coaching style reflects that, but I think what you said is actually pretty obvious for the teams that he's been around is the players will play for him because of that. That style, that mindset, coming from an NBA background, it's easy to listen to a guy like that, and I think he knows what he's getting when he's going to get Caleb Wilson.
So last night the Bulls traded for Nick Claxton. He's going to be probably their starting center next year from here in Brooklyn.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is...
All right, we got Commissioner Adam Silver.
Let's see another dad cry. That's what I want. More dads crying.
Caleb Wilson, you are a Chicago Bull.
Welcome to Chicago, Caleb. Welcome to Chicago. We're gonna go ahead and take you on Madison. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go get you some Remus. And we're gonna take you. We're gonna take you out
Portillo's?
south. You can get Portillo's anywhere, G. I ain't gonna lie. It's Tillo's.
Which Harold you taking them
Family
to?
I'm not taking. I'm a West Side kid, so that's why I said we're gonna go to Remus. If you want Harold's though, we can get Harold's. We're gonna take you downtown though. You don't need to go outside. Don't go out south. We're gonna take you right downtown.
Hey, listen, do not go outside.
Go somewhere where it's safe, Shump.
I know he gonna have it. You hear that music? You hear that music, Caleb? Get hype, baby.
He's got energy.
Get hype,
we need
baby.
the camera on Shump. We need the camera on Shump.
There we go. Get hype, Caleb. You hear that music? Y'all hear it?
Oh, the fans love it.
That music haunted me as a child.
Oh, boy.
The fans loved it.
Oh, boy. I might have to take my jacket off, baby. Oh, baby.
Wilson,
That takes you back to your childhood.
I was going to say.
It does. That put tears in my eyes when I hear that music, man. But I just love looking at how he plays. Not only is he gifted, but he plays basketball the right way. I don't know if that's because he played in the ACC. I played in the ACC too. But he plays really good basketball. He doesn't take awful shots. He doesn't have forced drives that don't make any sense. You look at him right here, he is picking spots. He getting into that ACC logo and raising up over you. He getting there with his shoulder, creating a little bit of space and getting that off. I love it.
That is still Dean Smith's program.
I love it.
They still teach basketball over there.
I love it.
And he recognizes his gifts. I'm taller than you. I'm longer than you. I don't have to make this complicated. I'm going to rise up over you, 2 dribbles or less. That's the way you want someone who has the whole floor to operate as if he does not have the whole floor. You know what I mean?
But it's also, like you said, when you can say 2 dribbles or 3 dribbles, and this is my thing, now you have the defender at your will because he now times it. 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles, and then he's expecting something. That's where your counter moves come in. That's where everything that you work on in the gym comes in. So I like exactly what you're talking about. That man get there. It's constructed. It's very tight. It's not a lot of messing around.
One of the things that's exciting about him is that he's not physically mature yet. Sometimes you see these guys and you're like, they're 19 and they look like they're 24. He's 19, looks like he's 17.
And he's got a baby face too.
And he's 6'10". He's already 6'10", and he's very, very skilled. So
his shoulders are like he's going to grow into those shoulders.
Yeah, you get very.
You know
and the Bulls ain't trying to win.
In the weight room.
The Bulls ain't trying to win next year, so they're going to play him a lot of minutes, let him learn, and if he fails, no problem. Get him in the weight room. I'm very excited about. Really, honestly, this could be a huge moment for the Bulls. This is where the Bulls.
I see what you did there, though. Like they're not trying to win this year. He always.
Well, they ain't. it ain't a question.
But Mr. Chi-Town likes this pick, Shump. The Bulls are very, very close to your heart. How do you think that Caleb Wilson will be received in Chicago?
Well, we like workhorses. Chicago doesn't always pick the best player. They pick the best fit for the city. When you see our fans get around somebody, he works hard, he plays at both ends, he'll sacrifice it all, he takes every picture, signs every autograph. It's a certain mold that you have to be in to be a Chicago guy. And I think Caleb Wilson, just his love for the game is so infectious. That's what they need in their locker room.
Let me just say something real quick. We're about out of time here on the Clippers. The league executives that I've been texting with right now are unsure what the Clippers are doing with this pick.
Yeah, it's a good point.
This is an important moment in the draft. Things are going to change. The fact that we are now down to 50 seconds with no pick in makes me wonder if there's something going on with this pick.
Will it be Darius Acuff? Will it be Kingston Flemings? Or are they trading?
That's what I'm wondering right now.
Is Lawrence Frank cooking?
Think it's the first trade of the night?
I'm wondering. I got multiple executives.
Yeah, what are you hearing, Brian?
Come on.
I got multiple executives who are unsure that this pick is being made by the Clippers.
I've heard the same thing.
Hey, to all y'all executives, my phone open too if Brian get to it. If he'll stop loading up fast enough, go ahead and shoot me a text with it.
I've heard Keaton Wagler. I've heard Darryn Acuff. Darius Acuff. I've heard trading that pick to another Western Conference team for a player who's on the block. I've heard a lot. This is fascinating to me. Let's see what happens.
So they're going to pick And I think they wanted to wait till the last second to see how the phones would ring.
Yes, those phones were ringing for Lawrence Frank, presumably.
So Adam Silver come out here in a second.
Do you have a prediction for who they will pick, Brian Windhorst?
I think it'll be Keaton Wagler. I think will be the pick. That's what everybody has thought, but I think this pick was in play. This is the first pick that was in play. And I'm going to say something else. Number 6, which will be up next, the hometown Brooklyn Nets here. That pick, I believe, is in play too.
Yes.
Our intelligence at ESPN has been straight so far. We had Wagler here. Our intelligence at ESPN's a little fuzzy right now on number 6.
Fascinating.
We don't know what number 6 is going to be.
I think it's going to be Wagler. I think.
You think Acuff will go 5?
No, Wagler is about to be.
Wagler 5, Acuff 6.
I'm telling you.
No. I think Acuff might go 7, but I think it's Wagler here.
I'm telling you, I don't know it's 6. This is going to be Keaton Wagler.
This is Wagler. I think so.
Adam Silver, NBA commissioner. Keaton Wagler. You are an LA Clipper.
You are a Clipper.
I heard Acuff like an hour ago.
You know, I like it.
What do you think of the fit, Shump?
Talk to us, Shump. What you thinking?
Keaton Wagler already was one of those guys that I felt like he has the Tyrese Halliburton thing going on.
Yeah.
Where it's like he's going to play high dribble. Look like you can take it. You can't. It looked like he might not be moving that fast. He by you. I don't think he can shoot it that good. It went in tonight. It's one of those things with that guy where it's like, I don't know how he's doing it. I don't look at him and see a certain gift that makes him like that. I think he's just played enough basketball and loves the game enough to have a feel for it.
You know why he's like Halliburton? He's from Kansas City.
Come on.
Halliburton's from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. All right, like
Midwest guy though.
Not from a basketball factory.
Gotcha.
He ain't from Chicago. He's not from Dallas. He's not from LA. He's not from New York. He's not from Philly. He went to Illinois. Illinois is not a blue blood. I mean, they've had success. They put some guys in the league. He didn't go to Kentucky. And he exploded on the scene. Remember Halliburton? Halliburton went to Iowa State.
Yeah.
He didn't go to Duke. He didn't go to North Carolina. And Halliburton rose up. People thought Halliburton was going to be a top 5 pick. This guy comes out of nowhere. Had a couple of huge performances for Brad Underwood at Illinois this year. Started talking to scouts midway through the season. They were like, damn, this Wagler kid can really, really play.
Yeah.
This is a real success story from a guy who didn't come from a background that you thought was going to lead to this moment, top 5 pick in the NBA draft.
He's got size. He's a crafty playmaker. What do you like, Vince?
I will say this. Like, we talk about so many kids that come from the basketball factories that have the genetics, that get the boosters. No shade to the boosters. Love them all. But I love the kids that, in their own way, get it out the mud and come out of nowhere. And he's not someone that's going to wow you with his athleticism, with his strength. He's got like a little shifty change of pace where he gets you going one way and then he doesn't even blow by you. Nope. He just goes. And next thing you know, he's there. Yeah. Right? And I don't think, Shump, when you look at his body, I don't see him needing to get bigger, stronger. Yeah. I see a guy that's got a decent base, and that base is going to get a little better. And as long as you can't knock him off his spot.
You need grown man strength.
Right. You can, for a guard, you just can't get knocked off the screen. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you're running into that pick, as long as you can go to the contact, you'll be fine. Right.
Can you defend and can you battle with a big long enough to get kicked out of there and go back to guard?
2 dribbles.
Yeah.
2 dribbles and hold your spot on switches.
That's it. And now we can switch. We can kick you out of there. I think he has the size. He has the physical gifts. It's just going to be about him getting in there and getting into the right role to say, hey, man, enough touches, enough of a rhythm, and I could run this ball club.
There has been some drama in L.A., but he's going to what I think is one of the best coaching staffs with Ty Lue and Jeff Van Gundy and Brian Shaw. You played for Ty. You kind of know how that system works. How can that benefit Keaton?
I think Ty is going to be great for him, especially Ty being able. Ty usually comes along and gets handed a guard that's already there or a guard that was dealing with this coach or fitting in this system. I think it's going to be cool for Ty Lue to say, hey, this is my guy. This is my guy that I wanted, and I wanted to go this way. It helps that he's going to be able to pass to that guy with the braids, because that guy happens to be really good at basketball.
Are we sure?
I mean, as long as he's playing, yes. But what I mean is, as far as getting better at basketball,
yes, getting
reps, being able to throw the ball to Ben Mathurin and say, hey, man, look at how he scores it. How do I give him space?
I'm not 100% sure Ben Mathurin's going to be back with the Clippers. That's another story for another day. This is an interesting pick. Even if Brooklyn keeps this pick and selects a guard. Now, Brooklyn took 3 guards in the last draft, including a top 10 guard, Agor Demon. If the Nets draft a guard here, which guard they draft is going to set the tone for the next 3 or 4 picks. Is this Darius Acuff? Or is this Michael Brown? Michael Brown is bigger, a different type of player. Acuff is one of the. I know you love him.
I'm going strictly off Jaylen Brunson. If I'm Brooklyn, give me Darius Acuff and let them fight. I want to see who's going to fight to the win, because they are kind of mimicking of each other. Darius Acuff is a scorer. We all said the question on him is his size.
Yeah.
He continues to find ways to prove us wrong as a scorer, prove us wrong with his toughness, his mental toughness, his ability to make decisions down the stretch of a game, hit free throws down the stretch of a game. Scoring over 30 in college is hard enough. He had 50 in a double overtime. That boy ready for the league.
Hey, Michael Brown was someone that lit up everything at USA basketball. The pick is in, right?
It looks like the Nets are celebrating. It looks like they really like who they got.
They're happy about somebody.
They really like who they got. All right, the pick is in for the Brooklyn Nets. Wendy, you said you're unsure if they're keeping it. For maybe the casual viewer, what does that mean?
I think they celebrated a little.
No, they got the cameras on. The pick is in. I think they're keeping it.
Okay. Got some Brooklyn Nets fans here. Makes sense. We're at Barclays Center. Got Adam Silver.
2026 NBA Draft.
The Brooklyn Nets. Michael Brown Jr. You are a Brooklyn Net.
Kind of a mixed reaction here in
Definitely
Brooklyn.
a mixed reaction. Definitely a mixed reaction. Brian Windhorst, initial thoughts.
He's a big guard. What you want in today's day and age in the NBA, you want positional size.
There, and it certainly has watched a lot here. You see the Nets, my former team,
So for some reason go ahead. Sorry,
he had a back injury that sidelined him at the end of the season, but it didn't hurt his status. He rose up in the pre-draft process. He's got real good range, and he took a lot of threes. I think he averaged 8 threes a game. You know the modern NBA likes that. You can shoot, and you got size, and you got ball skills like this young man. You got a chance to go high in this draft, and here he is. He's going to be in Brooklyn. I have no idea what their guard rotation is going to be, Vince.
No clue.
But I bet this guy's going to get a lot of playing time.
Oh, he's going to play a lot. Remember, the Nets had, 5 first-round picks last year, and none of them really hit. Some of them started to develop. They started to develop later in the season. I think he's going to come in and play immediately. Shump, number 7 is Sacramento. I can tell you where they're going to go. They're going to go to that Detroit kid, Darius Acuff. The Detroit guy is leading them. Scott Perry, our ESPN's former executive extraordinaire here. Acuff is going to Sacramento. I can tell you that with some near certainty.
Oh, yeah.
They want that kid. They have loved him. They weren't sure they were going to be able to get him at 7 because of how everything was playing out. I think they're going to be very, very happy. These point guards will be linked together for their entire careers, Shump.
Yeah.
That's going to be fascinating to watch.
Yeah, I like Michael. I like his unconsciousness.
What do you mean by that?
You know, there's guys that'll shoot the 3, and to say that you shoot 8 of them a game, there's guys that shoot the 3 because there's too much contact in there. There's guys that shoot the 3 because they're hot. Shooting the 3 because that's what you do lets me know that it's a real threat, and you carry that threat everywhere you go. I would love to see what happens to him at the end of games once he gets on the professional level. But anybody that can go out here, shoot a 3 ball, miss it, come down and shoot the next 3 ball with the same confidence, we call that unconsciousness. We also call that delusion.
I was going to say, is he a little parched or a little thirsty?
Hey, be thirsty, be delusional. That's what it takes to create your name in this league.
So you are so right that for the foreseeable future, Michael Brown and Darius Acuff are going to be talking. They're both going to teams that ain't anything right now. Which one of them is going to, maybe they'll both lift them up. Sack was really jittery, even in the last couple hours.
Yes,
really jittery.
Yes, they were.
I think they felt like the teams in front of them were not going to take Acuff, but they were worried that a team from behind was going to move up in front of them to take Acuff. And, you know, there's a lot of talk about by the way, they rushed this pick in, Vince.
Sold!
Hey, we had that video of the Nets draft room cheering. At the exact same time, the Kings draft room was cheering. They're like, all right. They wanted Acuff so bad, they're going to build their whole team around him. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Sacramento make some trades in the short-term future.
Absolutely.
Trading out some pieces, including maybe Domantas Sabonis.
Zach LaVine. If they can find a taker for Zach LaVine, that will happen.
Good luck on that. But yeah.
Hey, DA, I'm letting you know, I played in Sacramento. I know that a lot of people are going to say a lot of bad stuff. It's a nice city, my boy.
Really?
I'm going to just say that.
Okay.
Nice city, my boy.
Iman Shumpert saying Sacramento.
I had a good time.
Was not on my bingo card.
You can figure out something anywhere.
I get it, but I'm just saying, you know,
Oklahoma City.
they embrace
a
certain flavor and a certain vibe. And I think the way he scores the ball, but the way he presents himself to the game of basketball. Sacramento is also a basketball city, and I underestimated that before I got to put the jersey on. They get behind their team, especially when they agree with the brand of basketball.
If they get a sniff of success, they like that damn beam, as annoying as it is and all that, they develop an identity there.
I love the beam. Can I tell you something? I think the beam is fun. And then the young guys put on the sunglasses and call themselves Beam Boys. I think it's fun. I think it's fun.
Boys?
Beam Boys. They all wear sunglasses while they light the beam. Isn't that cute?
That's cute, Sean.
Yeah, we got to put them beam. Oh, here we go.
All right, the pick is in
There
for
we
the
go.
Sacramento
Can you
Kings.
fly from Detroit to Sacramento nonstop?
Yes.
Sacramento Kings select
Darius Acuff Jr. is heading to Sacramento. Shump, what do you think of the fit?
It's gonna be exciting to see what they do. They gotta make some moves before the fit. We all know what was going on with Sacramento last year. Oh boy.
Oh no.
You can always tell when a Detroit boy done got looked out for, man. Vinny done put the shades on.
He's got the Hennessy specs on.
Oh my boy done put the shades.
Hennessy tint, baby. Detroit kid. Look, and it's been a long time since a Detroit kid has gone in the top 5.
Oh, here we go.
It's been a very, very long time.
And they're still not in the top 5 because it's his 7th, buddy.
You know what I mean, Wendy. Thanks for that. As we've learned, you got to be exact here. You cannot
Can't do that on ESPN.
You can't do that.
No sarcasm on ESPN. What up,
An
Perk?
Akron kid just went in the top 2. So I can't.
I love it. Look, Chum, a Detroit kid teaming up with a Detroit executive in Scott Perry. That is a huge thing for him. He is going to be set up to be put in a position. We're going to give you the ball. Don't worry about all the other stuff.
You get the keys to the car.
You get the keys to the car. You are our guy. You know how much confidence that puts in the hands of a point guard to know I can grow, I can make mistakes, I can figure this out. Like you said, the athleticism was the thing that got me. Like, he's not a high flyer, he's not super quick, but he can get his shot off. He can get to where he needs to get to. I want to see him be able to defend.
Yeah.
Cal couldn't take him off the floor because they were so dependent on him offensively that he wasn't getting down in that stance. But I think now you're going to have good teaching over there.
Yeah.
And I'm fascinated to see what happens.
But this league also puts you on the spot. If you couldn't defend before, as long as you got pride, you're going to figure it out.
He's a 3-level scorer. He is super dynamic, great offensive engine. And his favorite player growing up was Allen Iverson.
That's a great guy to look up to.
I was going to say, do you see any similarities, characteristics, and who he's modeled his game after?
Thirsty.
It's not the thirst. It's not the thirst. Definitely not the thirst.
What I liked fact is, as the season went on and the games got bigger,
he got bigger.
He kept putting up bigger and bigger numbers. He had 49 points against Alabama.
Yeah.
I mean, he scored 49 points in a college game.
In a double overtime.
Even still.
And played the whole time.
I mean,
that's impressive.
Here's the thing: Sacramento, going to a place like Sacramento has not always been the greatest thing for a player. The situation here is really good for him.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're gonna take care of him.
Yeah.
They're gonna put him in a real position to succeed.
Yeah. For sure.
His college coach, John Calipari, is here today. We see his family with Lisa Salters right now. Does Dad have the Bucks on too?
We're from Detroit.
Dad's got
Vanessa.
the Bucks on.
Oh my Lord, they all got them on.
And so
The
does
mama
Mom.
got them too.
We are live.
Sister got them too. Where my shade? Somebody get my shade. They got muckers everywhere. What's them Cartier frames? Y'all keep the, Detroit guy, they keep it nice and square. They got a real little rectangle going on right there. Look.
He is heading to Sacramento. All
We
right.
are live.
We are live.
All right, so far, AJ Dybantsa, Washington. Darryn Peterson, Utah. Cameron Boozer to the Grizzlies. Caleb Wilson, Keaton Wagler. Michael Brown Jr., Darius Acuff Jr. So ATL is on the clock.
On the clock.
On the clock, Brian Windhorst. What do you know about ATL and what they're looking for?
So this is a pick that they traded. It's kind of rare for a top 16
Yeah.
to have a top 10 pick, but they got this pick on this night last year. There's still some good point guards on the board. They traded away their franchise point guard in Trae Young. CJ McCollum is there. They signed him to a one-year contract. I think they take a point guard here, have CJ McCollum groom him next year, have CJ McCollum play the high leverage games and bring this guy along. I know that Kingston Flemings his character and his intangibles rank off the charts. Played in Houston, could have gone. It's been Houston's highest profile recruit since Phi Slamma Jamma. Since the last time Houston got a recruit this big, because he wanted to stay home, stay in Houston. Everything about this kid checks boxes, and for a team that's in position to groom a point guard, I think Kingston Flemings is what you're going to see here.
Yep, I can see that.
And learning from CJ McCollum, who is just the utmost professional, former head of the Players Association, what can that do for a young guard, that mentorship?
Well, I mean, mentorship means a lot in this league. I know it hasn't been measured or valued as of late. But
talk about it, Sean.
I'm just saying, a lot of the teams that, suffer a lot of the losses when we start talking about the second half of the season, and then we start talking about playoffs, is usually the teams that don't really have that much playoff experience, don't have that much experience at all when it comes to taking your team, not just yourself and your gameplay, but taking your team to the next level. Being able to say, we have another gear and we have another way we can play just in case it gets tight. That's what I'm talking about when I say the veteran leadership can get him across a little quicker. But when I think of the Atlanta Hawks and I think of everything that they got going on, to be able to step in there and learn from a CJ McCullough who's been further than a lot of the guys in the league, that's gotten a chance to compete multiple times alongside another superstar. I think he, one, knows how to be able to get his game going while teaching, but two, be able to get his game going without stunting the growth of a young point guard.
Shump, two random things. One, let's not forget the Atlanta Hawks gave the New York Knicks their toughest test of the playoffs. These Atlanta Hawks gave the Knicks their toughest test in the playoffs.
That's not saying much.
That's tougher than toothless and heartless. Look, you give them that credit, right?
For sure, I'll play.
And the question I want to ask you, is mentorship more critical for a young point guard or a young big?
Young point guard. For me especially, I entered the league at point guard. I think it's the hardest adjustment I've ever had to make. Of course, the game has changed. It's become positionless. I probably could fare better in a league now where it's positionless and they'd be cool with some of the mistakes that I would have made. But when I came in, the assist-to-turnover ratio meant something. You got graded on it every night in, night out. You had to win that battle with the other side, and it was tough dealing with a lot of the guards that had been around the league, already had their reputation with the referee, already had their reputation with their teammates to understand these are the shots that I shoot. Nobody overreact when I do it. To be a young guard and come in there, have veteran leadership and a guy that can walk you through it, definitely key to your success.
All right, looks like the Atlanta Hawks selection is in. Kingston Flemings of the Houston Cougars is heading to ATL.
And that's a nice suit, Shump.
Yeah, it is. The pinstripe, I like it. Hey, boy, you know I live in Atlanta, and I know they canceled Magic City night. But if you ever need somebody to walk you around.
Shump is not letting that go.
Listen here, I can't believe he's saying that. That's part of the culture, baby. You can't get rid of Magic City night.
Wait.
But what I'm telling you is, you need somewhere to wear that suit to. You make sure you call Shump. Congrats, boy.
Iman Shumpert, have you been to Magic City?
You know, they got great wings.
Oh, just lemon pepper wings.
They got great chicken
lemon
wings.
Pepper wings. I'm a big fan of Kingston Flemings. I love Kingston. I've got to know him a little bit just as he's in Houston playing for Kelvin Sampson. Brian Windhorst, if you play for Kelvin Sampson, you got to be a tough player.
Well, I'll tell you, I love his family all being color coordinated. It shows me that everything is, this guy thinks out everything and well plans everything. He's extremely intelligent. And he looks a little bit like he's slightly built, but he gained about 10 or 15 pounds last year at Houston, put him on an NBA training regimen. He's going to gain some more weight. He's going to get pushed around a little bit, Shump, but he's tough.
So tough.
He's a tough kid.
I don't think he get pushed around. I watched him a lot going to the basket. They put stronger guards on him throughout the season, and I think he did a great job of managing the wipe and the push away to get to the basket. He doesn't allow you to play super handsy. I think that he's got that wiry frame, but he can deal with the hand check. A lot of times as a guard, you don't have to be able to deal with the bumps. You can sell the bumps and get people to stop doing it. What you can't sell is that hand check. The hand check that comes. If the referee lets that hand check go, that's where you run into problems. And I think he handles that pretty well. So I'm not really worried about his handle or him getting knocked off the spot.
The scouts
shot
talk
just
about
40% from three. He only took 105.
the scouts talk about the shot. His shot having a little bit of an awkward spin on it. They may work on his shot a little bit.
Yeah.
My shot has perfect spin.
Of course it is. Perfect.
But his shot has a little bit of a side spin on it, so they may work on that a little bit. I think his shooting will improve with some NBA coaching.
You know what I'm fascinated by? With all these guards, Shump, you don't know this, but the league, I think, is going to seriously entertain changing its rules on hand-to-hand combat and allowing a lot more, and at least allowing not the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander push-off. I think they're going to remove some of that. So I wonder if you're being trained as a guard and you're thinking you're going to be allowed to play like that. If that's taken away, if you're one of these younger guards and you're not fully strong to throw your shoulder into them, throw your base into them, I wonder how these young guards are going to adjust to the incoming rule changes if those rule changes come into play.
You're right, because I also know about the rule change that they're doing where a guard now, if you turn your back to him or try and get into him like that, the defensive guard is now going to be allowed to hold his ground, and you can't do the swing under. If they're already there and they're solid, that is just going to be respected. If they do that and they take away those little rip-throughs and the little cute hand check matches that people do to keep the hand out the cookie jar, if they allow that, a lot of these guards are going to be in trouble. But not to say in trouble, that's too harsh. They're going to have to make an adjustment.
They're going to have to adjust.
Exactly.
He's an explosive downhill driver. Like we said, he's really tough. He's got what I think are kind of competitive intangibles, and again, you get those from playing in a very tight U of H program with Kelvin Sampson where you have to be tough and you have to be tight.
Yeah.
What do you like about that fit on the Atlanta Hawks and where they're at right now? They kind of exceeded expectations in the postseason.
I like it. They got tweeners. They got guys that are competitive. You know, with him coming in there, I think that he makes a lot of sense. I think they had problems with shooting, but like you said, his jump shot, it's got problems with it, but it ain't broke.
All right, that's right.
He's a shot maker.
I respect
still.
that. Yeah,
Like, it has a weird look to it. He might have but he's got touch, and he's a shot making ability as a competitor.
And you know what it is? The thing is, we get introduced to your shot when we start seeing you. You've been shooting this way your whole life.
Exactly.
And it's been going in, right?
Which is why you just got drafted in the top 10.
Exactly. Now, if you put the ball in front of the defender and he can swipe down and get it, okay, maybe you make some changes. If you're shooting it low and the defender can swipe down and get it before it leaves your waist, cool. But if it's just a little funky on the side.
But you also got to be able to get it off in a timely fashion.
Remember Kevin Martin from Sacramento? He was able to get, that shot was funky and ugly, and he was able to get it off 6-7.
It's because it
now,
messes up who's guarding them.
I want to say something that's cool is happening here. So Dallas is picking Dusty May.
Oh, yeah.
The Michigan coach is here.
Yes, he is.
Now the
Because a
Mavericks
bunch of
coach.
his players in Michigan are about to get drafted. So he's here in the
Double
building.
duty.
So does he, as the Mavericks head coach, pick a player of his right now?
Adam Silver, the commissioner, is at the podium.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Wendy clearly got the text.
I mean, this is a pretty unique moment in NBA history.
This is incredible.
Yeah,
He just played for Dusty May and won a championship with Dusty May at Michigan, and now he's going to play for Dusty May with the Dallas Mavericks. Brian, I mean,
Why does he look like he's trying not to look guilty?
I think he's trying not to cry.
Yeah.
He's got
so
tears
happy
in his
right now.
eyes.
He's just
Dusty May's got tears in his eyes.
Trying to keep the skin
Hey,
clear.
wow.
He don't want to turn red.
This is the fastest meeting your new head coach in NBA draft history. He's meeting him 5 seconds after he got drafted, right on the floor. Crazy.
Man.
Morez Johnson Jr.,
Yep.
great rebounder, great post defender.
I guess
Another
we know
motor.
which of his players was his favorite.
An absolute play finisher, Brian Windhorst. How does he fit in with the Mavericks? Despite the obvious, he already loves his coach.
Well, he's got great size, Michigan had, a lot of athleticism with their bigs. It was the driving factor in how they built their championship team. And, they traded Anthony Davis. So they want to put another athlete next to Cooper Flagg. Really, and honestly, anybody in this top 10 would be good next to Cooper Flagg.
Yeah.
But this is a guy who, he's got a little bit, to work on. His free throw shooting isn't great. Makes you worry about his outside shot, but major athlete here.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you can't shoot free throws, you got plenty of time now. You ain't got class. It ain't gonna be none of that. It ain't no.
I don't know if you had class before that, Sean.
You right. But what I do know is that when you get to the NBA, all those little things that you may have a little baby insecurity about, you get enough time. You get the coaching staff to get behind you. My favorite thing about him is he's got size and he's got athleticism, but he sets screens. A big that comes to the league and actually makes contact on every screen that they do is respected. When you're respected in this league, you also have guards that are going to take a liking to you. And if you could get taken a liking to, you are going to have a job for a very long time. I feel like this is a great pick. I feel like they are getting a professional. I think that all Big Ten schools historically have played that toughness mode. They are the tough builds that get put into the league. And with the league shifting back to big men that actually play big.
Yeah.
I think that he's in an interesting situation. Come back in.
This is the first curveball in the draft. It's the first non-chalk pick. We didn't really know how to price in how Dusty May was going to go. It also is going to crowd the Mavericks front court.
Yeah.
Daniel Gafford, P.J. Washington, Cooper Flagg are all there. Derek Lively is coming off a big injury. This could preclude this could set up a trade later for Dallas. But most people had Mara.
Yes.
Adymara.
Out of Michigan.
Adymara going before him. So, like I said, I can't wait for Dusty May. He was just announced as the head coach like
Unbelievable.
6 hours ago. I can't wait for Dusty May to explain why he chose Johnson over Mara.
Hey, Masai Ujiri chose him.
I was going to say Masai and Mike Schmitz.
That's true.
That is,
But what do you see? What's the upside?
Shump said it. Big and strong. And I know that sounds real simple.
Yeah.
But not big and strong like explosive. Solid. You know what I mean? Base.
Do the right thing.
Contact.
Great movie.
He can play. He can finish over the top, but he can maneuver his way around the rim. He can take things from different shot angles. You got to be able to play with your feet in the paint and not have to look up and know where you're at. You have to know where you're at on the floor by looking down. I watch Michigan a lot. I'm a child of the Fab Five. I like watching that kid.
Yeah.
They got three pros. They got 3 first-round draft picks on that roster. He's the first. I wasn't sure he was going to go first, but I'm fascinated by what he's going to do with Cooper Flagg. Think of the size that they have.
Yeah,
Cooper Flagg, 6'9".
And also, Cooper Flagg has a defense-first mentality.
Yeah.
This guy has a defense-first mentality, and he plays with a high motor. Cooper Flagg plays with a high motor.
Cooper Flagg got what?
Cooper Flagg's got a defense-first mentality. Cooper Flagg plays defense.
He plays it.
Shump said he doesn't put it first.
He said first?
Maybe not like Iman Shumpert did.
Iman didn't do it first. Melo just did it first.
I'll take Cooper Flagg on defense. You need to stop. I'll take Cooper Flagg on defense.
No, I like it though. I like it though. He competes. He leads with the ball. I love Cooper Flagg with the basketball.
Yeah. Morez also has kind of the NBA-ready frame, and like you said, solid. He's got that body. How can that assist him as a rookie?
When you start talking about a guy that might not be as athletic, you want a guy that'll go out there and get dirty. You want a guy, not dirty as in dirty fouls or anything like that, but being able to stick your nose in there and it might get hit with an elbow. Being able to dive on loose balls. Being able to get the 50-50 balls that look like they're about to go out of bounds and not only save them, getting them to your guy. He has one of those high-character guys that can put his back to the baseline, play in the dunker spot, play high-low with another big, be able to go into a ball screen, set a nice screen, and then his hands are actually good and can catch passes. He can catch lobs. He can catch errant passes for you. Low passes with 2 bounces. He has that type of athleticism. He has that type of care that I think pairs well. So when I see him going to Dallas, especially with a healthy Kyrie Irving coming back, I say, oh man, did y'all forget how dangerous Kyrie is with a pocket pass?
Is Kyrie going to be there?
Kyrie got a real nice house in Dallas.
Good scouting report. Yes, he's going to be there. So this pick coming up now with the Milwaukee Bucks.
That's the first of their 2.
This is their pick, and this is going to be what they do in the next 35 minutes, 40 minutes is going to be extremely important to their future. They have this pick in 13. Their needs are many. They probably feel pretty good about their point guard position with Ryan Rollins, but there are some guards left here.
All right, Commissioner Adam Silver is now at the podium. He is saying that the Milwaukee Bucks will select Braden Burries. Sensational player. We just saw his agent, Rich Paul, talking to him. I got the chance to interview him at the Combine. Great young man, extremely mature. How does he assist Brian Windhorst, whatever team he should end up on?
Well, listen, this guy is an elite shooter. He's one of the most elite shooters in the draft. Of course, we show him going to the basket. But if you can shoot like this guy can shoot, you got a chance to be an impact player in the NBA. I mean, he can shoot he's got Dame Lillard style range at times, and he can also score in the mid-range. He can really score at all 3 levels. You love his outfit, Chuck.
Yeah, I do. I loved it. He opened up his jacket.
Looking good.
He got the red cross on there. He got the custom label on the other side. I really enjoy that. But when he opened up his jacket, if y'all could have saw the big smile that he had, I love a guy that is just happy to be here.
Yes.
That it shows me how hard they work. It's not a everybody could get here type of situation. So him being appreciative of the moment and smiling that big, I'm excited to see him. I also love players that, well, I didn't love guarding them, players like this, but I love watching players that lead with a jump shot, that get to the basket kid, not based off of if their handle is nice or anything like that. It's solid principle. Did I get open enough to create indecision for you not to know what's going on? And when I give you the shot fake, do I create my advantage? His shot fake creates an advantage for him. That's why you see so many straight line drives out of him.
He's a three-level scorer. Yeah, he's a three-level scorer, and he's great on defense, Vince.
Sneaky athletic. If you mess around, he'll catch you, right? You mess around at the rim, you give him a handful of speed, he will catch you. I like that he's strong. Like like you said, it's a sneaky strong. They all look wiry, but you look at him, he's got some cut to him.
Yeah,
Sean.
oh yeah.
And he's someone that the scouts that I talked to, they were concerned, he's going to rise above the board and take somebody's spot in this top 10. And now he's going to Milwaukee, and they're going to put the ball there. He's going to compete with Ryan Rollins, but they're going to have Ryan Rollins, Tyler Hero, they're all going to have the ball in their hands, spread the floor, that Taylor Jenkins offense. They're going to figure some stuff out there. They're going to at least be competitive with them next season.
Do you want to know who his favorite player was growing up?
Who that?
Derrick Rose.
Oh man!
Oh, there you
Look,
go.
there go the picture. I told you, there go the picture with the.
Do you like him even more now? Favorite player was Derrick Rose growing up.
Oh yeah, that's a great guy to look up to. Great 2-foot stop guy. I don't know if you're ever gonna be able to match the quick feet that Derrick Rose ever had. But I think it's not a comparison, but I do like that he likes a guy like that because Derrick Rose is somebody that only believed in pushing winning. He was one of those guys that probably could have scored more. He probably could have averaged more of this, averaged more of that. Derrick Rose is one of those guys that didn't care about anything but winning. So I'm happy to hear that is his favorite.
He's an aggressive rebounder, Vince, and he makes the right pass, and that can be important, especially when you're a young rookie learning.
And not just the pass once you get up the floor. That look-ahead pass, that pass as soon as you get it. Oh, someone's ahead.
Pass the baton.
You got numbers. Go ahead and take it. That endears you to your teammates. Because that way you don't have to feed me the ball all the time. You are trusting me to be able to make my own decisions. If I don't get it, we pull it out, we run our offense that way. Those things for rookie point guards are so critical. Those things to me, throwing the lobs to the big men, making sure that the shooters get it on time, on target, and those push ahead passes, little things, Sean.
Yeah, it is. Pitch ahead, bat singles. Don't make the home run pass every time. I remember the one time somebody asked me about Chris Paul, and I said the only knock that we could have on him with a scouting report was to say at times he wants to make a home run pass. And sometimes we're leaving open the single. Bat the singles, my boy. Don't shoot for the home run every time. I think as long as he can understand that relationship, he'll be all right.
So even though he was a freshman this year at Arizona, he's going to be 21 when training camp starts. He's a little bit older, but not like 24. He's in a good spot.
Prep school freshman.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
That's exactly right. Now we got the Warriors on the clock. This is an important pick for the Warriors. People thought that this is a possible pick that could have been traded. We got 30 seconds left. The pick is not in. Doesn't mean it's traded, but the pick is not in with 30 seconds left. I think the Warriors kind of wanted Burries. They were kind of hoping Burries might slip to them. Didn't happen. But Mara is on the board here, and the Warriors could certainly use size. So Mara has slipped to them. They might be very happy to take Mara, having him slip back this point. So let's see if they go with size here.
You know what I was thinking, Wendy? And this is just me spitballing. I wondered if they would call New Orleans for Trey Murphy and see if you could get 11 for Trey Murphy.
Well, the other guy here would be Nate Ament.
Oh yeah.
Nate Ament is a guy who got some interest from some teams in about this spot in the last few days. So it's a high upside player. So listen, the clock has expired and the pick ain't in. That's all I'm telling you.
Brian, do you think they're taking calls? Are they making calls? You know that front office.
Well, typically when the pick ain't in and your time is up, something's going on. So let's see here. This is a spot where if New Orleans has a player that they wanted that made it to this spot, they could call the Warriors and make a deal for Trey Murphy. This is a trade that the Warriors have wanted Trey Murphy
Yes, they have.
for a couple of years. So let's see. Again, we are now a minute past time, and we have no pick from the Golden State Warriors yet. This is the longest pick we've seen so far tonight.
The pick is in.
The pick is now in.
Pick is in.
So let's see
Warriors
who it is. And let's see if they're drafting for themselves or somebody else.
At number 11, what would you do if you were a Warriors executive, Shump? What would you add to that franchise with Steph? Or would you trade?
I don't know. I don't know. The Warriors in a tough spot. You got to decide what you want to do and what you're going to roll with if you're the Warriors, man. Right now, especially with that last huddle that I saw them do at the season, that just didn't sit well with me.
I think Dusty May is going to need to get back up. I think Dusty May is going to see another
Michigan kid is going to go.
Another Michigan guy?
Yeah.
Well, you can't go wrong. I think that Michigan had a good ball club, and I like the way they play. I told you, it's solid. It seems like they got a lot of reps, but they understand how to move as a team. Even though these guys are going to go separate in the draft, I think it's good to know that they know how to blend well with the team, because any of these guys going to the Warriors, if you don't play team basketball, you won't be playing in that game.
Yep, I think it's going to be Yaxel from Michigan. I think it's going to be that kid.
I mean, Mara, that's not a bad selection.
No,
you can't go wrong, honestly.
Size, positional size.
You can't
that's
teach
what they
size.
need. And you got to think. No Jimmy Butler for a big part of next year, coming back from that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Moses Moody might miss all of next season depending on how they play his recovery. They need size.
Yeah. And Michigan got it.
Michigan does have it. Dusty May, of course, is here no longer.
Is the pick in?
Coach. He is the Mavericks head coach.
Yeah, and Yaxel Lenenborg is 23. Going to be 24 when the season starts, and that's a guy you can give a role to.
And how sweet that sound is, Adam Silver, the commissioner, currently announcing that the Warriors are selecting Yaxel. You called it.
Good call.
That
They went and got a grown man.
Extremely emotional. You can see him in his white suit with his family. What does he bring to the table, Shump?
Grown man juice. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about all these other guards and how they have to fill out. We're talking about their
we got
frame.
some tears. I love it.
We're talking about all those things.
I want to see tears.
Yes, we love tears.
This
we
is
love
one
emotions.
of the guys that he's a little older in the draft. What is he, 23?
He's
about
20,
to be 24.
About to be 24.
This is one of the older guys.
Mama's crying. I love it.
This is one of the older guys that I think his body is a little bit more filled out and a little bit more ready to step in, and that's a lot to consider when you start talking about the NBA and how much time a rookie needs. How much time. There it is, man. Let it out. Let it out, baby. It's all right.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Let it out. Yeah.
You know what I love? I love that
Let it out.
he's on the national stage and he's not too cool to cry. He's not trying to hold it together.
Well, I don't think it's cool.
I don't think it's too cool. You can't help it.
It ain't nothing you can do.
This is a lifelong dream.
I don't know if Mom needed to be wiping his eyes, but okay.
Once you hug Mom Dukes, man, that nose just start getting hot.
He was
Get a little itchy, Shump. That nose get a little itchy.
Get a little hot, man. Get a little hot, man.
He was born in Puerto Rico. He grew up in New Jersey. Extremely versatile, very mature, elite rebounder, massive 7'4" wingspan. Brian Windhorst, did you hear anything about him leading up to the draft, about his combine performance, anything interesting?
Well, they just love the maturity on him. He's a total winner. He was a driving force in Michigan's, very great playoff or tournament run last year. They like that he's got skills at both ends of the court. He's really, even though he's not super big by NBA standards, he's an excellent rebounder, as you said. That's what the rebounding is, what probably has him as a lottery pick right now. And he also can block shots and protect the rim. Again, even though he's not super tall, he has what you need from an NBA.
I mean, he looks. This is going to sound weird. He looks bigger than what it says he is. Paul, Shump.
Dusty May is celebrating.
I'm reviewing the picks.
Shump, we are live.
We are live, Lord.
We are live. We are live.
I do understand what you're saying. I wouldn't word it that way, but when I look at what he's done, and then I think about what they lost when they weren't sure if he was going to play hurt or not. And I watched him still play. I watched him still come to compete. I think that you're getting a winner's mentality. I think that you're getting somebody who won't take no for an answer. That's something that you need. The little intangible things that we can't put on the stat sheet. Those are the things that really excite an NBA exec, because we understand that when you start talking about this level, everybody could score.
Yeah.
Everybody could get a rebound. We all could do that. But do you care? It's the give AF that we care about.
And here's the other thing. With Golden State, as long as Steve Kerr is coaching that team, you're going to have to be able to make quick decisions, think on the fly, smart basketball player. We know what happens when there's not a Steve Kerr type of player. You wind up getting shipped to Atlanta, you can't get your contract money.
There you go.
So clearly his input in this, I feel good about where he's going and getting the opportunity to play and develop and step right in at 23 years old as an adult and not a 19-year-old.
There we go.
He decided to go back to college. That's a decision that obviously not a ton of guys make. How did that maturity and spending an extra year at Michigan, not only did he win the national championship, but how do you think that helped him get ready, Vince?
Big time, because not only did you play in a winning environment, Shump, you played with 3 pros.
Yeah.
You played with a pro coach that you didn't know was going to the pros, but was a pro coach, and you're playing on a pro team where you don't have to be the man, but you're also playing in such a winning environment. That's more akin to a pro environment than being the guy and walking into the NBA having to adjust to a role. He played a role there. It just happened to be a role of wing defender, athlete, winning player, national champion. That translates everywhere.
Well, I know why the pick took so long to get in. I'm watching footage from the Warriors draft room, which they stream very kindly.
Cool. That's great access.
And at the key moment, general manager Mike Dunleavy and owner Joe Lacob standing and having a pretty significant back and forth.
No way.
Before Dunleavy picks up, maybe it's performative, and we don't have audio, but they had a sort of a back and forth, and then Mike Dunleavy makes the call basically when the clock was running out. So watch this. Oh, I don't know if we watched that, but. Hey, listen, I'm all for access, baby. So that was lively.
Let us in. Let us in on it.
That was lively. I'm sure that Mike Dunleavy will be asked about that later tonight.
Oh yeah.
So the Thunder are on the clock right now. This is the pick that they got from the LA Clippers. This is the Clippers pick. The last time they drafted 12th. They took Jalen Williams.
I think it worked out for him.
Yes. Sam Presti has built this roster through the draft, through picks like this. And he's been great. He's been drafting beautifully for almost 20 years now. He doesn't hit on them all, but he's hit on some big ones. Let's see which direction they go. The Thunder hold their cards pretty close to the vest. We didn't have a good feel for where this would be. I don't know if they thought so the Thunder needs size, and there's a Michigan big man sitting there. Mara is sitting there. I don't know
what a steal that would be for them.
I don't know which direction they're going, but I think if you told the Thunder they could get Mara, they would have thought they might have had to trade up. So I don't know for sure. I don't have good intel on this at this moment, but I think there's a good chance this could be a day Mara.
Yep.
And he's sensational. He's one of the many Michigan guys. As you mentioned, their college coach, Dusty May, is here with a new title. You mentioned Sam Presti, Brian Windhorst. How has he kind of set the tone for how general managers around the league are looking at building their teams?
Well, I think if you look at what the Thunder have done, they have prioritized positional size. That means you don't have to all be a giant, but to be a giant for a position, and wingspan. And if they take Mara, they're going to have some wingspan.
Which they did. Dybantsa is heading to the Oklahoma City Thunder. A lot of Michigan fans here, or perhaps Thunder fans. They're extremely excited about this.
7'7" wingspan, 9'9" standing reach. 7'4", 7'7" wingspan, 9'9" standing reach. I know he may look a little slight going and hugging mom, but he's almost 260 pounds. He is not Chet Holmgren.
No, there we go.
He's a good 30 or 40 pounds heavier than Chet Holmgren was when he was drafted.
Oh, yeah.
And now I think they're keeping Hartenstein. I think you could have the Thunder with Chet Holmgren, Mara, and Hartenstein all there
The Wemby rules.
to use as a weapon against Victor Wembanyama.
Adai, he's got great passing vision, elite rim protector, space eater and drop coverage. He's originally from Spain, and he is going to a team that is certainly contending on an annual basis, won the championship for the 2025 season. What do you like about his game, Vince?
You know, it kind of puts me in the mind of, not directly, right? But just ball skills, size, length, a little Pau Gasol.
Okay.
A little bit of that. Like, certainly not as skilled, not as fluid, a little lurch to him, but I think that's going to develop. That's going to move. He's got ball skills, Shump, and I think that's going to help him. Think about this Oklahoma City team. Best team in the NBA, disappointing finish because you went up against Victor Wembanyama and you didn't have health and you didn't have anybody that could really match up with him. Now, you're asking a lot for that rookie to come in and do that, but strength in numbers, they're able, as the best team in the league, to not draft that 30, to draft that 12, and to pick a player, a lottery player.
Unbelievable.
Well, I think it was a little more them having to deal with not having another ball handler that was their Achilles heel. I don't think it was so much dependent upon having a bruiser, but like I said, in this new league, especially with the Knicks winning the title, I think you kind of have to go back to the drawing board and say, do we have enough toughness? When this guy goes out, who is our rim protector? You now have one when you grab Mara.
And don't forget, they also have Thomas Sorber, who they had last year, who missed this whole year with injury. So it's quite a selection of big men that they have. By the way, how about your Michigan Wolverines?
Oh, yeah.
How about a run of picks? How about 3 picks in the top 12 of the NBA draft? That's some good work. Champion. You want to know why Dusty May is the head coach of the Mavericks? How about finding those guys, developing those guys? That's pretty impressive right there.
And you mentioned the term developing. Dusty May is very good at it. Sam Presti has that staff in Oklahoma City. They're great at it as well. He can make an impact as a rookie, Shump. He might not get, all the playing time in the world that he would get if he goes to a team that's struggling. Yeah. But there are massive benefits to learning from the veterans that are so great in your size.
You mentioned him being from Spain.
Yeah.
He grew up idolizing the Gasol brothers. So, I mean, that's a pretty good set of guys to
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't know if he's the Gasol brothers yet.
No, he's not. No. He's not. But
I like him because, again, he's coming from the bruiser, Big Ten background. I like that he's different. I like that he's going to play the dunker role. I like that he's going to play the pick and roll. Give me the low pocket pass, and I'm not doing it to take it and go super high above the rim. No, I'm taking it, I'm stopping, I'm wedging, and I'm finishing. Sometimes under the rim, sometimes overhand, but I like the Big Ten values that come into the NBA because people don't talk about the Big Ten translating all the time. You hear about the Big East. You hear about the ACC. It's nice to hear there's 3 solid big men coming out of Michigan that are going to go out here and actually set screens to get open whatever scores that you have on your ball club.
Okay, so on the clock right now are the Miami Heat, but not really. This is the Milwaukee Bucks will pick. By the way the works is the Heat still make the pick.
Educate our viewers, Brian.
The Heat still make the pick. The Bucks will call the Heat or text. I guess they could text them and say, I'd call just to make sure.
Yeah.
And say this is who we want to pick, and then the Heat will pick on behalf of the Bucks. And that's why you got to stick to your agreement, because you can't trade Giannis until July 6th, but you stick to your agreement. And this is an important pick here for Milwaukee. This is really, this and Tyler Hero are the prime assets. They chose this package in large part because they could make this pick. So this decision that they are making right now is very important and will be the legacy in large part of the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade. So no big deal. It's just all that on the line here as the clock has run out. Now the clock has run out, and I will just say, when the clock runs out and the pick's not in yet. I just point it out. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to point it out.
Are things happening, Brian? Are things happening?
I don't have information to that. The last time it was turned out there was a little back and forth in the draft room. So we'll see. Like I said, there is an extra step here. They have to call Miami, and then Miami calls somebody here.
And Pat Riley says, I want that guy.
It'd actually probably be Andy Ellisberg.
Andy.
Their general manager, And Pat Riley will, Andy will call it in, and Adam Silver will get the card, and here we go. Pick is in.
Hear so much about Heat culture, but this person will assimilate to Bucks culture. But they also will be brought up and trained by Taylor Jenkins, who's fantastic with player development.
Yes, unfortunately, this player will be wearing a Miami Heat hat and all these video.
Do you like it, Wendy, that you're wearing a hat and it's just ceremonial?
I know, it's just like people go back and look at the photos and videos tonight for decades.
And they're wearing the
and
wrong hat.
Luka Doncic got a
Atlanta Hawks hat on,
and
yeah.
It looks funky. It looks nasty.
Can you picture Luka Doncic on Magic City Monday? I could.
Yes, I could. 60-piece frown hard. Yes. Yes, I can.
Hey, can we wait for a day to make that trade? Can I go down to Magic City for a day and then we finalize the trade?
That has to be one of the places that they take them on your free agent.
Oh, if you want to go on a visit,
Go on a visit.
let me know.
Shump will be your host. All right, if you're one of the players out here and you haven't heard your name called yet, what goes through your mind at this time as you start getting into the teens? You're out of the top 10. Is it one of those things? You know, you've been there.
I mean, I was projected to get undrafted. I was supposed to go undrafted. I ended up going at 17, so I didn't even come here for this.
Wow.
This was actually when I finally got invited. I believe I got invited like a day before or 2 days before because they realized I was going to get picked up in the first round. And when I got invited, honestly, the nerves and the nervousness that got up on my back, I didn't know how to come here and to leave my whole family who was already committed to coming to my draft party. I didn't know how to choose over my family, so I did it with a lot of love around me. I could have sat there all day, though, because they would have reacted however they reacted anyway.
So I think we're going to see Nate Ament here taken by the Bucks out of Tennessee. This is this was somewhat foreseeable after this trade because the Bucks are going to be in a multi-year refit here, and this is a guy who's a bit of a prospect play.
Yeah.
He is incredible athleticism, but he's a little slight, and will have to gain some weight.
Hit the
I assume so. I mean, maybe he's going to get traded because Adam Silver ain't out here yet. Maybe Adam went to the bathroom.
Adam Silver is not out here. It is a very long draft.
Ament has a 7'1" wingspan, 9-foot standing reach. Glorious length for the NBA in today's day and age. Only weighs 207 pounds, and to play combo forward in the NBA at 6'10", you're going to need more than 207. So, but he played small forward, and here comes Adam Silver.
All right, Adam Silver at the podium. Nate Ament is heading to, most likely.
He's on the phone with the Bucks,
Milwaukee Bucks,
who have a three-way call with the Heat.
And the Heat, like the three-way calls you used to have with your boyfriend and your friends in high school.
That's how
nice
you
little
roll?
Three-way call.
Oh, yeah.
Out of Tennessee, Nate Ament, fluid mover, smooth shooter, threat off the dribble, defensively extremely versatile.
Everything.
Extremely versatile defensively.
I like it.
You like the outfit,
There's his agent, Mike Miller.
I like it, man. Anytime they go double-breasted on him, you know what I'm saying?
It takes some creativity to do that, Sean.
Hey, man, I like it, man. I like you going all black on him. He didn't go too slick with the pants. He kind of went wide bottom. You know what I'm saying? That's comfortable for a big guy.
you like that,
man? Yeah, I don't like
you don't
big
like that
guys.
tight cuff?
I don't like big guys doing what us guards are supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like, let the guards be the guards. You a big guy. Act like a big guy. You know what I'm saying? But happy for him, man. I always get excited to see the guys that are comfortable in their suit. When you see a guy rub his chest and then rub his stomach, you know he real comfortable. He's proud of that suit. I like that, man. He done picked it out. But they got a nice guy that's going to make sure that he slashes. When you look at all these clips, it's just a whole lot of slashing, a whole lot of athleticism, a variety of ways to finish. A handle that is not the best handle in the world, but it's one of those handles that can get where it needs to go.
It's a
very functional.
Yeah, you know what it helps him to do? He averaged 7 free throws a game. Despite not having great bulk, And look at that play. Part of it was because he's got a good handle, Sean.
Yeah.
He's able to get guys off balance and get to the foul line. I love that stat. The scouts really like it too. 7 free throws on average a game.
Wow.
I'll tell you this.
That's scary for college.
Charlotte is next. It could be some movement.
It better be some.
Could be some movement.
So Charlotte has picks 14 and 18.
Danger.
They don't really need 2 young guards or 2 more young players. They could use an upgrade. They could really use an upgrade at the big man position. Obviously, the Moose was loose this year.
Yeah.
But the Moose could use a little bit of more bulk in there. So we'll see if they opt out. This is the back of the lottery here.
Charlotte on the clock, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. A little bit more on Nate Ament, who, by the way, I've interviewed him. I know you guys have spoken to him as well. Very polite young man. All SEC second team, all freshman team selection. Julius Erving, small forward of the year finalist. Scored the 3rd most points by a freshman in program history, 584 points, earned 7 SEC weekly honors during the season, and considers Allen Iverson a mentor. They've got that Virginia and Reebok connection, so he's another young buck
Yeah.
that likes AI.
Yeah, man. AI is a great a great inspiration to like all young players. It's amazing to see these young guys still idolizing him when he was a guy that I idolized around my era. But I think that they got a good one coming to them, man. I see what you're saying, Wendy. It is very confusing not to know where guys are going to really be playing and they just wearing any type of hat, because that's actually a pretty cool hat.
You like that hat?
Right.
I like
That's
the
a
little
great hat.
rhinestones on it. You know, I never got a Knicks hat with rhinestones.
I'm sure in the back, there's representatives from the Bucks here. The people in the back, the Bucks will hand them a little.
Fly themselves.
Here you go.
Yeah.
You could probably go get that Heat hat if you wanted.
You probably could.
Nah, I kind of want a Knicks hat.
You got
Just because I'm at the draft, it would be very reminiscent.
Yeah. Now you're back in New York for the first time since the title. Have you?
Yeah.
You feel yourself in the city of champions? Not here in Brooklyn.
I haven't really done a victory lap yet.
All
you know
right.
what I'm saying? I
You
plan
haven't
to
been in
take
the
one.
streets?
No. I haven't
What?
done any street recording or reporting. Hasn't gone on yet. You know, I'm a street correspondent for ESPN, but I haven't done my due diligence since I've been back from San Tropez. I tell you what, though, I have seen Alvarado walk around here, and my boy Grand Theft is having himself
Man,
a
I
time.
love
You
him.
can always tell
8 days.
what guy won a championship last year, because I'm telling you, he is having a ball everywhere he goes.
Generational run.
He is here tonight. He is a Georgia Tech guy. Just so y'all know, he's another
He is
Georgia Tech guy that is now a champion.
A New York native, went to high school here in New York
Yes,
City
he
and won a
did.
champion for his hometown team, the New York Knicks.
I will say this. Allen Graves, possibility. Also, Hannes Steinbach, a possibility. Going big.
Steinbach, good call.
Going big. A lot of my intel is pointing to those 2 guys for Charlotte at 14, if they hold on to the pick.
Uh-oh, they don't put Shams up there. What happened?
Shams is up there. You know what that means. I know when that hotline bling.
I know when that hotline bling.
Wendy, are you hearing any intel on your end about some possible moves Charlotte could make?
I am not. There was some talk earlier about Charlotte potentially talking with Toronto, but we'll see if it leads to anything here.
All right, it says
Pick is in.
that the pick is in
Pick is in,
for the
ladies.
Charlotte
Pick
Hornets.
is in.
What a night it's been so far. We are on pick number 14 here at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. It looks like our guy there is going to join the folks, our friends at ESPN Radio, Corey Alexander, PJ and the crew.
15, 13, 12. To know the point guard position.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hi,
Thank you so much.
congratulations. Yes.
Oh wait, we have time to go or?
No, yeah. We're gonna go right now.
Okay,
we're gonna go right
I'll get
now
you
if
out
you
there.
don't
I'll get you
mind.
out there.
All right. Hey, you hear your name called. I'm sure that this is something that you've dreamed about your entire life. What was it like to hear your name called? We saw that you were emotional. We love that you were emotional. What was it like to hear your name called and hug your mom?
It means the world to me. The last 3-4 years, she's always called me on draft night, asking if I'm watching. I'm never watching, but you know, just having her here and letting her experience this at firsthand is amazing. And I'm just grateful that we've got this opportunity to be here.
You're going to be playing with Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I know. By the way, how about Michigan? In like 10 minutes, you guys had 3 guys come off the board. Like,
that's how we do it.
Real talk. That's damn impressive. People are going to remember that for a long time.
I hope so, man. We put in a lot of hard work. We all have different paths, but we all believed in each other and trusted the plan and do whatever we have to do to get here.
I know you got to be going wild right now, seeing everything happen here. But real talk, Steph Curry. You playing with Steph Curry. Like, what are you thinking about that?
Man, this is actually kind of funny because when the Cavs and the Warriors used to play against each other, I was always on Kyrie's side. So I used to hate Steph Curry. So like now that I'm actually going to play with him instead of having to hate him is great. So I'm super excited to learn and see what he can do firsthand.
You better love Steph Curry. I tell you that much.
Yeah, I got him. I love him. My bad.
I tell you what, you're gonna get a lot of open dunks and open shots playing with Steph Curry. But when I look at the makeup of y'all team, I wonder how you see yourself coming in to be complimentary and being able to be available to play now.
Yeah. Oh well. First thing would be like whenever Steph is getting double teamed or pressure too much, I'll be there to relieve some pressure. You know, secondary ball handling. Pretty much do the same thing Draymond Green used to do all the time. You know, still does now. Yeah. But just try to be a connector, try to find open guys, set screens, all ball screens, anything like that. You know, just doing the little things. You know, on the defensive end, same thing Gary Payton's doing. Just going out there and handling everybody that I can.
How much time did you spend with the Warriors before the draft?
I was only there for about 2-3 days.
That's a lot of time.
Dinner, was there talking to them, a lot of different meetings. It was a very fun experience.
Now tell me about playing for the University of Michigan, Dusty May.
Hey, this is a Michigan.
He's
pretending like he's not, but he's a Michigan guy.
I'm a Michigan guy, so I watched the tournament. I watched this team grow throughout the course of the year. What was it like playing on a team with 3 pros? Not like where you had to carry the entire offense on both ends of the floor. Does that prepare you for walking into this pro environment?
Absolutely. Well, Michigan, the best university in the world, by the way. It's amazing to be able to play with such talented guys and guys that are willing to pass as well. Like, you know, usually you have those guys, majority of the pros don't pass the ball, you know? So it's like having guys like a guy who's willing passer, Merez, kinda. We tried to work with him on it. He didn't pass enough. But just being able to be around such skilled players has definitely helped me out a lot, and it's gonna definitely benefit me next year for sure.
Nothing bonds guys like winning a championship, as this guy knows. He was just on an epic vacation with the 2016 Cavs team. What's it like to be out here with your brothers from Michigan and your coach Dusty May here as well?
It's amazing. I'm a little mad at Dusty right now, but it's definitely amazing to be here. You know, so, I mean, hopefully we have many nights where we can go celebrate this moment. I know Merez is buying the first dinner for sure, but I'm definitely excited to go hang out with those guys.
What were the conversations like between you all leading up to the draft?
Well, we would always just ask and see how the teams feel about us, how the workouts have been going.
Yeah.
Merez was always talking like he was going to be the last one to get picked from all of us. Now he's the first, so it's kind of funny. It's ironic, but it's definitely a great moment. You know, we always talked about this, dreamed about it all year, and we're actually here.
Did you guys think that the Mavericks were going to draft one of you guys? Because
they better have drafted one of us. we might have really all been so mad at Dusty.
You got him that job.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to say that.
I'll say it.
I'm just glad that he definitely kept the tradition alive and is going to keep the Michigan family available.
Is it nerve-wracking? It's today. Talk me through today. Waking up here, going through the process. You got to wait a whole 10 or 11 hours before even getting here and dealing with everything. What is the day like from a nerve standpoint?
I was on 10. Like, I was so anxious. I was shaking. Like, I couldn't even eat for a good long period of time. I could barely sleep. I think I slept like collective 10 hours these last 3 days, you know? So, I mean, it's definitely just showing how emotional this is and how much it means to me to be here.
You turned Michigan into a basketball school. It's a football school. Michigan is a basketball school.
Michigan's an everything school,
there
man.
We go.
Hey, we have to let you go, but last question. for Warriors fans? What kind of person are they getting?
They're getting a genuine guy, a team-first person, and a guy who's going to try his best to reach out the community and make sure that everybody kumbayas together and feels loved.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining Hoop Streams. We loved your reaction. We're all a fan. Thank you, and enjoy Golden State. You're going to shine.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, hey.
He got the bling today, too. He got
see what's on the lapel,
We
too.
like the fit.
He got the earrings, something
I like the fit. Something light. That's great.
Congratulations.
That's great, Axel.
Thank you.
Big time congratulations.
Thank you so
All right, he will continue to make the media rounds. We can't thank him enough for his
We got
time.
another Michigan man coming up.
We got another Michigan man on the
Oh,
way.
y'all clean.
Nice to meet you.
Oh,
Congratulations.
y'all was ready for the bit. Look, he can reach everybody. He can reach everybody across the desk.
That's a 9-9 Rich.
Adimara,
He knows his number.
Oh yeah, I know that one. I know that one very well.
you've dreamed of this night your whole life. You hear your name called, and you're going to the Oklahoma City Thunder. What was your reaction?
I mean, it was, I don't know what to say. It was crazy, amazing feelings. Obviously, having my family here is also great. And that's one of the things that I wanted to do after winning the championship with Michigan, going to a team that is contender to win again. So I'm excited to get there and try to help the team to get another championship. So.
And what's it been like to be out here with your Michigan brothers? Dusty May is out here. You guys have such a great culture.
It's been great. Like I've been talking with Morez and Jax for a couple of days. Also through all this process. Now watching Dusty here. Also yesterday with the news, like pretty crazy. But it's been great. Like just having them here. Explain the great year that we had, and also very grateful for the team that we had and the year that we had.
So I want to ask you this. The Thunder were absolutely thrilled that you were sitting there for them. They are so excited to have you. You may be aware the Thunder are a championship contender that have a little issue with a Frenchman.
I know, yeah.
Named Wembanyama. Have you ever played against him, and what do you think about him?
I never play against him, but I think I will a lot.
I think you will.
I think if everything goes well, obviously playing here in the NBA and also with the national team, so I'm excited for both. So
we heard so much. One of the things that I heard, I'm sure you heard it too, Wendy. All the intel said that OKC wanted you at 12 and you were not going to get past 12. What were your meetings and workouts with them like throughout this process?
Well, I had the meeting in the combine and it went great. Didn't do like a workout for them, but you never know who is gonna get to. But it's great again. Like we had a great meeting. We were talking. And I really like the program and the team, so yeah, I can't wait to go there and just see everyone again.
Hey man, when I look at all the guys in the draft, I know what I can see translating into the league, right? I'm interested to know, what do you feel like you need to bring to the table to be in a ready now position for the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Probably just being ready, adjust to the physicality and the speed of the game. They told me that it's well, obviously it's a big jump from college to NBA, so I want to take advantage of this summer before the league and just try to get as better as possible so I can help the team. But talking about my game, like right now I get to a team that is ready to win. So yeah, just whatever the coach says, I will adjust. I will try to be my best.
Amen. Love that.
How can your measurements, your wingspan, your length, how are you going to use that as a rookie to make an immediate impact in a very competitive Western Conference?
Hold on 1 second. The Bulls pick.
Oh, come on.
Chicago native.
Okay.
Chicago native. Looks like they picked Dalen Swain out of Texas. But Adai, how are you going to use your length, your wingspan, all of that in the league as a rookie?
Probably being smart, knowing how to use my hands. Obviously trying to block everything in the paint.
There you go. Real talk.
I guess I get used to the 3-second rule, defensive rule, because I never had that before. But I think it's gonna be pretty easy. So my mindset is gonna be to block everything on the paint.
Yes.
Have you watched Chet Holmgren play that much? I do think that they could play, you and Chet together. Talk about length and protecting the basket.
Yeah, that would be
amazing.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a hard time to try to get to our basket next year.
Yeah.
So.
I like that. When I see y'all, I like that y'all compliment each other. I just look at the way the Michigan DNA is as far as y'all bigs went. Y'all set screens and y'all like contact. You gonna get to do a little bit of that bumping around that y'all like to do that you might not be able to do as much of it in college. You gonna get to do it in the NBA. So I like that the first thing you said was to go to the weight room. Good luck when you go to your new city, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You love the Gasol brothers. What do you try to take from their games and bring it to yours? Because you have great hands, can finish around the rim. What did you see in those games that you tried to bring to yours?
Well, now, first of all, I want to try to talk with them to know how was their first year, the first months in the league, what they did. But obviously, I want to take. I mean, I can take a lot of things from their game. Like they're amazing. So, but yeah, just like try to talk with them and see how they adjust to the league. But yeah, I'm a player who likes to take everything from a lot of players. So I will take a little bit from them, a little bit from Jokic, a little bit from different players. So I like to do that. But yeah, they definitely helped me a lot to be here, now. So.
Your mom played for the Spanish national team for volleyball. Your dad's a former basketball player as well. How competitive was your household growing up? I mean, I'm sure it had to be a competitive household.
Yeah, it was competitive, but at the same time, they knew that obviously, like big men, they take more time to develop and just get better. So one of the things that they were telling me a lot was to be patient and just take my time because my time was gonna come. Because back then you saw all these little kids, they were smaller than me, they were running faster, they were doing like playing better. So it was a little bit frustrating, but just with patience and just taking my time and getting better every year, that was one of the keys, and that's one of the things that it stick with me through all this process. So.
And you used volleyball to help with your balance and your footwork.
Yeah, I play beach volleyball. I like
fantastic.
it in summer. So, and it helps me because just moving in the sand, it's really hard. So I think that really helps.
Smart
well, there's
man.
plenty of volleyball. Plenty of.
I know.
Yeah, well, hey, we appreciate your time. Congratulations. Thank you so much,
That's a great sport to stay in shape, my brother.
I know.
It is.
Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
so
Very
much.
nice to meet you. Best of luck in OKC.
Thank you.
Dybantsa
Beach volleyball.
of Michigan.
Hey, don't
Loves
tell
beach
RJ that.
volleyball. Comes from an athletic family. Enjoying tonight. And Iman, we talked about it. You were just on a trip with your brothers who you won a championship with.
Yeah.
Tonight's got to be pure bliss for these Michigan guys.
Without
It's
a doubt.
pure bliss for everybody, but they're out here with their champion brothers.
Come on, man.
And their head coach.
Hey.
And they're getting drafted, and their head coach just upgraded.
And they got suits on.
They got suits on. They're looking good.
You know what I mean? They mama here, they daddy here, they sister here, they girls is here. It feels good. Feels good. They ain't broke no more. Well, they wasn't broke before.
No, they
NIL,
weren't broke.
baby.
This NIL, my bad. No, they ain't broke.
They weren't broke.
You saw that jewelry.
called
that
their own
the XL had his own stones on.
Yeah, man. I thought they was calling. We was calling NBA people to get rides. Uber wasn't around then.
That's right.
We
Man,
was getting
old school.
loaned jewelry. You could wear the jewelry for a certain number of hours. You
Wait,
gotta
really?
give it back. Yes.
Oh, they've got their own. They're iced out now.
It was a lockout year too, so I was double broke.
Dybantsa, he was so impressive. Loved his humility.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're a guy, you're 21 years old. He's a little bit over 21. You wonder where you're going to get drafted. And you get drafted to the Oklahoma City Thunder, where you can immediately pack a punch.
Without a doubt. And you immediately get to learn. You're taught championship habits, championship mindset and routine. He's not going to be one of those guys that's walking in.
We got a champion.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Mo better makes it Mo better. Spike.
Go New York.
What's up?
The champs is here.
Hi,
What
Spike.
up, baby?
Legendary filmmaker, Knicks super fan. He has been on Cloud 9 for a while now.
Knicks aren't even on the clock for a while. What are you doing up here?
Well, 53 years.
Spike.
It took me a while to get it out. But I'm here tonight to say we're going back to back.
Oh, boy.
Let me be the first one.
Come on.
We're going back to back.
Come on, man.
And maybe, Mike, what about three-peat?
Hey,
You got a Chicago native here. Hey, when you and Tracy Morgan joined Iman Shumpert and I in San Antonio, you knew that this Knicks team had it in them. You had no doubts. What's it been like after winning the championship to just bask in the glory of the community of New York?
What's it like to bask in all of this since?
Yeah.
After all these years, Spike.
There you go, Vince. Thanks for relaying.
New York City together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very diverse city in the world.
Yes.
But New Yorkers, this has been a love fest. Yeah, the love fest. And basketball is a city game. How many basketball courts are in the 5 boroughs?
Hey, man. Countless.
Not even don't even leave Rucker out. Or West 4th Street.
Countless.
Basketball is a city game. And New Yorkers came out in millions to celebrate, and the celebration's still not over.
Yeah. Ask Jose.
No, Jose's gone.
Jose ain't gonna let it stop.
Puerto Rico! Puerto Rico!
Not Spike.
That Sunday was a Puerto Rican Day parade.
I know.
Yeah,
and he had the microphone.
I think he's been partying for 10 days straight.
Look, Spike, you have put all of New York in all of your movies. He's not just put New York, he's put the Knicks. Mookie was a Knicks guy. In Mo Better Blues, he was shouting out the Knicks because they beat the Celtics in the playoff series. Why was it important for you? Why was it important?
Let me
go ahead.
do the right thing.
Yeah.
John Savage stepped on Buck and Ounce Jordan
4s, yeah.
And they were scuffed. And on top of that, he was wearing a Larry Bird t-shirt. You know what? I did a commercial, Larry.
Yeah.
And I was scared.
Why?
I'm always on the Celtics. So I knocked on the door. Larry says, who is it? I said, Spike. He said, come on in. But he's cool.
Very.
It was like, I say a lot of stuff about Celtics and stuff like that, but he's a cool brother.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. He ain't white. He clear. He ain't white. He clear, man. He ain't clear. He ain't white.
So, Larry, peace and love.
Always, man.
Peace and love, Larry.
Hey, Spike, one thing I'm never going to forget was Game 4 when the Knicks were down 29.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody wanted to leave that building. Nobody wanted to leave that building. That's a memory for me. I wonder if it was a memory for you.
Well, that game, if you saw, anybody saw me, my hands were cupped in front of my face. And I had Red Holster's championship ring and the rings for 70, 69, 70, and 2 rings from the 72-73 team. And I was praying to the Almighty like this.
We love that. Spike.
I got that on my knees.
Hey, Spike. Spike, congratulations.
53 years.
53 years. We got to let you go, but we thank you for joining our show, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
We love you, Spike.
You guys do a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you, and congratulations to you, Knicks.
You let me know. Y'all do another movie. You let me know now.
You get to talk your stuff now.
You let me know now, Spike. You do another movie. I want in. I want in.
4 blocks away.
All right, we're going to bring
in, baby. That's all I'm saying. Let me get on. Let me get on now. I ain't got no.
Spike Lee and his orange, iconic. Thank you, Spike. Appreciate you joining us.
All right, baby.
All right, we're going to do a little swappage of the seats.
Where's the cane? Like Bugs Bunny.
Appreciate you, Spike.
Appreciate you, Spike.
There you go.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, the super harder when they get up close on it. Hey, listen.
Nice to see you.
That thing gray. I thought it was all black. Boy, they got that gray thing on. Hey, that's my favorite color, boy. That's the right suit to wear.
Hey, this is the NBA draft. What a gorgeous
suit.
shot of Brooklyn as we are in New York City at the Barclays Center. A little over a minute until the Oklahoma City Thunder make their next selection.
It's actually been traded.
It has been traded.
Yeah, but we'll get to that in a minute.
You hear your name called. What goes through your mind when your childhood dream comes true?
I think just that. I think back to when I was a child, to when I was putting in work with my brothers and, playing 5-on-5 at the blacktop. All the blood, sweat, and tears, all the crying, all the fights I got into it. But, also I think to my family, my parents, my brothers who helped me get there.
So you're going to a team in the Bucks that is going to use this draft tonight to rebuild their team. Obviously, it's going to be a fascinating time to be in Milwaukee. What do you think about the prospect of going there now?
I think that's probably the funnest thing for a rookie to hear, potential rookie to hear, especially going in with a player like Braden Burries, who's an incredible player. I couldn't be more fortunate. I'm super blessed, to have this opportunity, and I'm just super ready to get to work.
What has the last 24 hours been like for you? We know where the top 4 players are going, and we had a pretty good idea. But even in a strong draft like this, getting into that middle lottery, you probably heard a bunch of different projections of where you could go. Do you put that stuff out of your mind? Do you try to take all the intel, or do you just try to take the day in and try to let the day happen?
I mean, you try to put it out your mind as much as one can, but you think of all the possibilities of where you could go, and sometimes your mind gets flooded with thoughts and stuff like that. So I think for me, and just a message my family's been telling me and people around me is just enjoy the day, embrace it, and just really focus on this moment, because it's only going to happen once.
Well, knowing that this road that you're about to step into is wide open, knowing that this is a rebuilding process, what is your focus this summer as far as getting better as a basketball player for the next season?
Being as ready as I can to step into that role. Whatever the Bucks need me to do. There's a loss of a player like Giannis, but just being able to step into a role and be the player that can help them get to another championship.
Nate, I'm
sorry, 1 second. I want to applaud the NBA.
Yeah, I know he's going to say.
You are wearing a Milwaukee
He's got
Bucks
the right hat.
And I didn't want you to have to go through the rest of your life and look back to tonight and think that you were a Buck.
Yes.
So they got you up on the board as a Buck. That's something the NBA hasn't done.
Yep.
So I'm really glad. I hope you're glad that you got the proper hat on.
For sure, of course.
Nate, I read that Allen Iverson is your mentor. What has he meant to you, and have you kind of modeled your game after him?
Yeah, I think more than just basketball, his story and what he's about, he's always going to be himself no matter who's around him and who's telling him to be different than who he is. So that's something special. He's also from Virginia, where I'm from, so he kind of holds the same values and the same mindset. So being able to look up to people like him and Shaq is amazing.
You're cool. You are very chill. You're very relaxed. We see so much emotion that happens. Some guys are in tears. Their mothers are crying or whatever. You're very cool. Where does that demeanor of yours come from?
I don't want to sound too cool, because this is an amazing opportunity, and I'm super blessed to have it. I just think for me, this is just a means to an end. I'm getting ready to step into something that I've been working my whole life for. I didn't work just to get drafted. I worked to be one of the best players of all time. So for me, I'm just thinking about the work that needs to be done, and obviously enjoy the night, but just think about getting to my city and getting right to work.
That's a hell of a quote, boy. We're going to pull that up later.
Yes, we will.
Do something crazy.
Yes, we will.
I'm going to pull that quote up. That's all right. I like that right there, boy.
Nate, you're such a smooth shooter, and you've got great defensive versatility. What do you want to bring to the league your rookie year?
Just that competitive spirit, competitive nature. Watching the playoffs this past year, you see how much they really compete on the floor. So, every game I want to be able to step in and compete for a win, compete for championships. So I think, competitiveness precedes all skill and everything like that. So I just want to bring a competitive nature to my team and to the league.
Competitiveness precedes every skill. That is incredible. What a great quote. Thank you for joining Hoop Streams. Congratulations on an incredible night. We're thankful for your time, and enjoy Milwaukee. You've got a great coach there.
Man, enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Good night, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Don't worry, if you can't find nothing to do, dog. Chicago about an hour away. It get a little cold, but you get you a coat, you be all right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What a great young man. He is very cool, very calm, very collected. And yes, he's wearing the right hat. It almost threw me at first, because I'm like, well, this can't be Nate, because he's wearing the proper hat.
I know.
He is wearing the proper hat.
This is a difference. That trade can't go through till July 6th.
Okay, so tell us what we're seeing right now, Brian.
Okay, so we've had some good action since we've had some interviews here.
Yes.
Yep.
Steinbeck went to where we last checked
Charlotte.
off.
Steinbeck went to Charlotte.
Went to Charlotte. 6'10", 6'11" guy out of Washington. Excellent rebounder. And Charlotte needs size, which is what we thought we were going to get. We might have seen a move there. Then Dalen Swain goes to the Chicago Bulls with their second pick in this draft. 6'7" wing out of Texas.
Yep.
A versatile player.
Slasher.
And he led Texas in points, rebounds, and assists and steals. That seems pretty good. That seems like a guy.
I like that.
Yeah.
Good piece.
For sure.
Look like we know what we're doing in the draft a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Then we had some action. We had some action. We have a trade between the Memphis Grizzlies and Oklahoma City Thunder. They swapped picks. The Thunder moved up from the 17th pick.
Okay, to the 16th.
They gave 2 second-round picks to draft Bennett Sturtz out of Iowa.
So they wanted him.
That shooter. Yeah, they saw it. Now, you know, a couple days ago, the Thunder traded Aaron Wiggins away to the Hawks, picked up 2 second-round picks. They used those 2 second-round picks to move up and get Bennett Sturtz from Iowa. And I think we got another guest here, which we just found out he got drafted.
All right.
Already up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, playing for the Chicago Bulls will be Daylen Swain. Hey, Daylen.
Hi, how you doing?
How are you?
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
That's a nice color you wearing there, welcome to Chicago, baby.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Chicago, baby. We'll take it.
I appreciate it.
That's a nice color you got there.
Hey, you see what I'm saying? He came with the double-breasted.
Hey.
You feel me? He came with the chain like the 90s guys. You know the 90s guys came with all one color with a different color blazer, and then they got the gold chain. I like that. That's
I
what
like
I've been
it
paying
too.
attention.
I like it too. We love your outfit, Daylen. Lifelong dream. You've dreamed of this. You hear your name called with your family here. You find out that you're going to the Chicago Bulls. What went through your mind in that moment?
Oh, man, I was overcome with emotions, but definitely just being grateful, being super grateful for all the opportunities that led me up to being here. I'm grateful for all the people who sacrificed for me, especially my mom. You know, I instantly thought back to a moment with my mother. All the sacrifices she put down her whole life for me to give me the life I deserved, and I'm just happy to be able to pay her back with this moment.
Man, that's dope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think
How does that hit you?
Man, when I think about my mom, my dad, and everything that they did for me to play basketball, man, it made me want to tear up and cry. But I ain't gonna do that. It's his moment.
He's not looking at you because he's trying to.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying. I gotta get my mind right. But I do want to know when you guys hear your name. After you get through all the emotions and everything, when you get ready to lock back in, what are you taking into the summer and saying, this is what I'm working on so that when I come, I can offer that to the Bulls?
First thing, definitely adding to my frame a little bit. Shooting for sure. I want to be a consistent shooter on the catch, on the move, off the dribble, anything, and just, you know, adding to every part of my game. My handle, you know, I'm a bigger guard. I can handle the ball, so I want to be able to be at my best.
Look, you're going to a team. You got a teammate now in Caleb Wilson. The Bulls are rebuilding, but it's a great basketball town. Shump is from there. What do you know about the Bulls organization? What were your discussions with them like?
I know a lot. Like you said, they're rebuilding, but they're a great organization. They just hired Coach Splitter. I got to meet Bryson Graham for the first time when I went to Chicago. There's a lot of young talent there, a lot of developing talent. Just got Claxton in the trade, so I know they're trying to build on something special, and I want to be able to be a part of that.
I was able to cover Tiago Splitter when he was an assistant with the Rockets. I know he and his family well. He is excellent at developing young players. He's a championship, coach. He won as a player. What do you want to learn from Tiago Splitter, somebody that is the head coach but also played in the NBA? He's been there. He's done that.
Definitely just his winning habits, that winning culture. Like you said, he won as a player. He was a part of a dynasty in San Antonio. So I just want to learn, his everyday approach, that mentality, and take that on with the rest of my career.
First off, I want to point out we have an Ohio in here.
We do.
Columbus.
Midwest.
Yep, Columbus, Ohio.
Ohio representing.
I won a championship there. I'm cool with
Two Ohio guys in the top 15. Two Ohio guys in the top 15. You're a very versatile player. Points, rebounds, assists, steals. Obviously, that's something that you think is important to be able to do all those aspects of the game.
I mean, for sure, being able to offer a little bit of everything, being a plug-in guy, you can do whatever is needed. Whether it's defensive rebounding, pushing in transition, whether it's scoring, getting downhill, getting to the free throw line, or whether it's making plays for others, being a facilitator. I think I bring a little bit of that, but there's room to grow in every single area for me.
It seemed like when you transferred to Texas that the handle got tighter, being able to get the one-step dribble pull. Is that the one thing that you felt like you needed to complete your game before making the jump to the league?
I think I always had that in my game, but coming into college, you got to pay what you weigh. I had to do what I had to do freshman year to get on the court, my sophomore year as well, and I kind of earned it in my third year, making a move to Texas. I knew I would be the guy. I sat down with Coach Miller and we talked about it, and I was able to put all that stuff on display. It's the same way in the NBA. I'm going to come in, do what I got to do to impact the game, and work my way up.
Hey, Daylen, I'm from the Midwest, and I I know you can't take yourself out of the. You can take the Midwest out of the. Wait, you can take the kid out of the Midwest, but you can't take the Midwest out of the kid. There you go.
He's gonna be back in the Midwest anyway.
You're back in the Midwest. So congratulations to you. You're joining a great franchise.
Congratulations.
A great franchise, man.
Yes.
Go and get that work in, baby. We'll see you next year.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the love on the fans, man. That's a city where the fans love to be embraced as well, dog. Live in that emotion.
Great advice there from Chicago native Iman Shumpert and Dalen Swain, just so mature. We saw a lot of that at Texas. Great player. I thought he had a really great and really mature perspective, guys.
Yeah, for sure. I like that when we asked him the question about what he's going to be doing for the summer, he came with some specifics.
Yep.
I mean, he ended up leaning into, yeah, I need to polish all of that. But the first thing that jumped off to him was, I need to work on my strength. I need to make sure that I work on my shot because I need to be able to shoot it in a set shot form, and I need to be able to get it off the dribble and off the move. So I love that was the first things that he said. When you talk about the adjustment to the NBA, there's grown man strength, and it's a whole lot of shooting, but it's a different level of shooting.
Yeah.
In college, you get an open shot here and there. In the NBA, you know they're leaving you open. There is a totally different mental hill to battle when you know this guy's just late running out there and they ain't coming out there. Make a shot.
They gonna make you respect them.
Hey, listen here. I love what he said, and I hope that he focuses on that because he will get tested. This is one of those leagues where you will get tested, and you better be that good. I love that he's willing to take the challenge.
Good fit in Chicago, you think, as a Chicago native under Tiago Splitter?
I think we're going to be all right, man. I think we're going to be all right. I know y'all saw me cheering up and down for the Knicks, and, you know, I had to cheer for the Cavs, and those organizations treated me well. But
how many teams you got, Shump? Good grief.
Well, I won a championship with one. I got drafted with one. I still love the Kings, too, because they looked out for me. I still love the Rockets. Like, I ain't tripping off the Nets. But what I'm saying is, though those teams have a story with me, nobody's got a story like the Bulls. What up, baby?
Hi, Giannis. How are you?
Congrats.
How are you guys?
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
What an
I'm
epic.
telling you, they got the shine on their hats.
I know.
Yes, they do.
And y'all got a little tassel like y'all graduated on the side. Yeah.
Giannis Steinbach headed to the Charlotte Hornets. What was it like to hear your name called tonight?
Yeah, it was incredible. Just like getting my name called and just sharing the moment with my family and my friends. Yeah, it was a really incredible moment.
Awesome. When you look at the roster that you're about to join, when you look at the excitement, the up and down, what are you thinking in your mind you need to work on this summer to make sure that when you come with it and you're joining the team to add something?
I think if I develop my shooting even more, I think I can definitely add a valuable asset to the team and just provide a little bit more spacing as a 4, as a 5.
Yep.
Look, your name was picking up steam with Charlotte over the past few days. What was your conversations with them like? Is this where you expected to go, or was this a little bit of a surprise to you tonight?
I worked out for them, so I expected there could be a chance to go to them. And a really good feeling about the group there. Just like, yeah, young group, very exciting group. It was really fun to talk to them and speak to them. Yeah.
So you're really known as one of the best rebounders in this draft, particularly at the offensive end. Where does that come from? Is that something that you learned as a young guy?
Yeah, I learned as a young guy. My dad just kind of told me if you want to get the ball, just get the rebound. So I kind of just lived that and always did it throughout my whole career so far.
You're also, sorry, no, you go ahead, Chuck.
I had a high school coach that used to tell me that's the only time you can be selfish. You can go get the offensive rebound, be selfish. You want to go get a defensive rebound, be selfish. Go beat everybody to it. Everything else in the game, you got to think. But you can be selfish when it's time to rebound. So that's a great quality to have.
You're super physical and you've got a great motor. How do you hope to bring that to Charlotte?
Yeah, I just hope to bring this energy and like the motor that you said, being a big, I can also run transition, just like, yeah, putting pressure on the rim, just being a presence, yeah, on the floor.
You're playing with LaMelo Ball.
Yep.
A pass can come your way at any time. Are you going to be ready?
So can a rebound.
Definitely
A rebound too.
I'm definitely going to be ready for both. Yeah, very exciting to play with him for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, well, hey, great stuff. Anything else that you've got on the docket for this summer? What areas do you maybe want to improve in? What do you want to really attack before you play as a rookie?
Yeah, as I said, the shooting part, of course, and then just being able to move my feet in defense and be switchable in defense. Yep.
That's awesome.
Amen.
That's
appreciate
awesome.
you, brother. Congrats.
We appreciate you. Congratulations
enjoy
to you.
this.
Congratulations to your family. Have an awesome night, Giannis. Thank you. We look forward to watching your career.
Congratulations, man.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night. What a polite young man, comes from Germany, great work ethic. You can tell he's very close to his family. What do you think he'll bring to the Charlotte Hornets?
Well, he's going to bring the accent. I'll tell you that. They ain't got that international swag too much flooded through that roster, so they're going to bring the accent. But I think he's a workhorse. I think that the Charlotte Hornets need guys like that do the intangibles, that'll do the little things. Yeah, you got a LaMelo Ball that's going to be super flashy with the ball. You have a young core that is going to follow after that. But do you have the guys that don't show up in the stat sheet sometimes? Sometimes they just get the 50-50 balls. Sometimes they just go out here and set screens. Sometimes you need them to set back screens. Sometimes you need them to be able to catch the ball at the pinch post and be able to deliver a pass to take a little pressure off of the ball handler. All those little things have to come into play, and that's something you can't teach, but it's something that he brings every game.
Charlotte has part of the reason why Charlotte has been able to turn itself around because they've drafted very well.
Yeah.
The draft for need here. Moussa Diabate, their starting center, is a little undersized. This guy is not. Giant hands, good wingspan, gonna rebound.
Look, I think, for one, I'm not a big person on draft on need. I'm a person that says, take the best player, figure out the rest later. With Charlotte, we know they were little Looney Tunes last year.
Yeah.
They would do some crazy stuff every now and again, even with the turnaround. That's a mature kid. That doesn't look like a kid that's going to be involved in a whole lot of nonsense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need a young player to come in with a serious attitude that doesn't add to some of the sophomoric things that may happen throughout the course of a season with you guys.
All right, Vanessa, do you want to catch up on what's going on?
Yes.
Yeah, Brian.
All right, so I was saying before.
He's got inside information, which is why I'm deferring to him.
We had a trade. The Thunder traded up with to get Bennett Sturtz. Bennett Sturtz out of Iowa, big-time shooter, good pick-and-roll player. And that was an interesting move for them to use a couple of second-round picks to move up. Memphis moved one spot back to Ibuka Okori, who is it was traded for Pistons. So he's been traded twice. That was good. Thank you very much to our producers.
Okay, thank you.
So
Okori,
Corey goes to Detroit. Better put on your Hennessy glasses for that. Okori, I think, is
he's wearing a Thunder hat.
They gave him the right hat, but then they have to give him another right hat because it just happened.
Wow. Okay, so he's not wearing the right hat.
Okay.
You guys, this is all live in real time.
How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Pleasure to meet you.
Corey.
Congrats, boy.
How are
Thank
you?
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What a night you've had. Let's just start with the initial congratulations and what's it like, to share this night with your family and to hear your name called. Lifelong dream.
Yeah, it's just awesome to see my dreams come true. All my hard work pay off, and it's just really a blessing.
Do you know where you're going?
Yeah,
Because you're wearing the OKC hat.
I think you guys said I got traded twice, right? To Pistons?
Yes.
Yeah, Pistons.
So you're sure that's what your understanding is. You're
Yeah,
going
that's
to
my
Detroit.
understanding.
Okay. What are you going to bring to the Detroit
Can we
Pistons?
get my boy a Detroit hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him a Detroit hat. Does he need to put on the wires? Does he need to put on the Detroit
you
glasses?
could give him the
Yeah, you could give him the bucks. That'll do him
Detroit is
diligent.
known for his Cartier glasses.
Yeah, you can wear those for the interview.
Okay.
You can wear these for the interview.
Okay, there we go.
You put them on.
He going to Detroit, guys. He going to Detroit. He got the bucks on.
He's going to Detroit. Put them on. There you go.
When you think about Detroit and you think about the year they had and the things that they do, you think about the things that they needed, especially when they lost the ball handler when K went down and they needed ball handling, they needed decision making. What is your focus going to be this summer as far as getting prepared to add something to their ball club?
Yeah, I mean, going into the NBA, obviously 82-game season, and then you got playoffs after that, way longer than college. So really, I feel like the main thing is just getting my body right, staying in the weight room, and making sure I'm ready for the season.
Yes, sir.
You are probably the fastest guy on this floor right now. You got to this spot. Congratulations on being a first-round draft pick. You got to this spot because of your speed. How do you use that to your advantage, you think, in the NBA?
Yeah, I'm going to use my speed on both ends of the floor. Whether it's getting in the paint, creating for myself and others, or even on the defensive end, picking up full court, getting in passing lanes, getting deflections, whatever it is.
I read that you're the son of Nigerian immigrants. Just what does that work ethic mean to you from your family?
It means everything. I mean, my parents from an early age just instilled just being the best that you can be, not only on the basketball court, but also in the classroom and in everything you're doing. So that work ethic was instilled in me from an early age, and I've just carried it with me my whole life.
What's it like tonight? We just told you that you were traded twice. You're drafted, you're hearing things. Is it nerve-wracking? Do you just want the night to be over to figure out where I'm going? What is that process? For us, it's a quote-unquote transaction. It's something that happens throughout the course of the night. For you, this is your life, your career, your profession. What is all of that been like for you over the past several minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, the way I view it, it's just like that a team wants me even more than the next team. So I feel like that means I'm doing something right, and I'm looking forward to going to whichever team wants me the most.
So you are one of the highest scorers in the draft. You put up a lot of points. I think probably your team at Stanford needed you to score. Do you see yourself as a scorer?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I see myself not just as a scorer, just as someone that's going to do whatever the team needs me to do to win.
Yeah, when I look at the NBA, especially when I look at the Pistons, there has been a problem with positionless basketball, as we've been calling it. And when I look at you joining the Pistons, I just want you to, I'm giving you some advice. I'm not even going to give you a question. I'm going to give you some advice.
OG.
This summer, focus on getting guys organized. I think you're going to do a good job of that anyway, coming from that Stanford offense, having to be disciplined, having to understand what an offense runs on, especially when it runs on something that's consistent, and being able to say, hey, man, if anything goes wrong, we're going to get organized in these spots, and this is the shot we're trying to get. I just want you to focus on that and study that this summer when you start inhaling everything about Detroit. Understand that your job is to be a true point guard and to get things organized, keep the train on the tracks, and then apply pressure afterwards.
I got you.
Amen.
That's awesome.
That's OG game right there, man.
It is. Hey, we've really enjoyed having you. We love that we were able to put the buffs on you. Welcome to Detroit basketball. A great coach with JV Bickerstaff. We look forward to seeing what you can do, Ibuka. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Love it.
I ain't gonna lie, them Bucks probably felt better than the hat. I ain't gonna lie, he threw them Bucks on. The confidence go up a little different than when the hat go. There you go.
There you go.
What up, baby?
Pleasure.
Congratulations, boy.
Thank you for joining Hoop Streams. What's it been like tonight? You hear your name called, your lifelong dream achieved. You've got your family here. What does it mean to you?
Man, it's crazy, especially just coming from Division II, having no Division I offers. Never would have thought, and a lot of emotions right now, so just trying to take it all in.
And what are some of those emotions? I mean, I'm sure having your family here and all the support plays into that.
Yeah, I think one word that comes to mind is gratitude. My family, my parents, my grandparents, they didn't miss a game last year at Iowa, so just knowing that they're always in the stands watching me was pretty special. And at my lowest and at my highest, they were always there for me, so it was nice to lean on them.
Who were you a fan of growing up? What team?
I didn't have a team. Being from Kansas City, there was no team close, so I just like good basketball. There was a team
kind of close.
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City.
There you go.
So Oklahoma City wanted you, saw that they could get you, traded up for you. Like, they have traded up for some guys in the past that have been really successful. Did you spend a lot of time there? Did you interact with Sam Presti? Did you think there was a chance that could be your destination? Yeah, there was a chance. Worked out for him. Had an interview with them. So organization's great. How they run it, the people there, the community, everything's great about it. So I'm just excited to start building relationships and just get ready to go. The real work starts now.
You mentioned come D2, and then like how good does it make you? How gratifying is it to know no matter where you are, if you got game, the league will find you, and you didn't have to be an undrafted guy.
Great question.
You were a first-round draft pick, taking the road that you've taken. I can imagine that has to fill you with an immense sense of pride.
Oh yeah, and I think my mindset was just being content with where you're at. I wasn't trying to move up or anything like that. I was just trying to bring it every day in practice. That's what I did, and fortunately, my coach left for Division I, followed him, and then he left again, so followed him again. You really excelled. The scouts are really impressed with you playing on the pick and roll, which is what happens in the NBA. Where did you develop that from? I I was always around the game, so I think my IQ helps with that. My dad was my high school coach, so that helps. And then Coach McCollum, he's a point guard master. He coaches Trevor Hudgens, Diego Bernardo, a bunch of point guards that, he just knows how to just get the most out of you. So I'm excited to play off the ball too, though. I didn't have a lot of just time on the court without the ball in my hand, so I'm excited.
That's good because Shay's going to have the ball in his hand.
Yeah. And I was just about to say, you carried a massive workload for Iowa. How excited are you? Shump has talked about veteran leadership and how important that is to learn from some of the literal best in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, I'm super excited. I think that's where I need to learn and grow is just my recovery and how I take care of my body, just because it's a super long season. But I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life and ready to get going.
Hey, man, when I've been asking all the guys, when you are looking at now knowing where you're going, and you say, this summer I need to get my act together, I need to work on this, I need to work on that, what's the main thing you think you need to focus on when entering into that ball club?
It's my strength. I think I want to be able to guard bigger people, and I don't want to be able, or I don't want to like force help when I'm guarding someone. I want to get stops on my own on a consistent basis, and I think that starts in the weight room.
I got a little wrinkle for you. When you do go to the weight room, a lot of people fail to realize that, especially with guarding multiple positions, it's core and legs.
Yeah.
But people tend to bulk up here, and I've never understood that, where they bulk up here to guard, and you'll never need that. You need your center of gravity, and you need your lower base. You got to be able to stay in the stance for a long time. So one little wrinkle, if I can help you out, focus on that core and focus on them legs.
So wait, so did you hear the stuff that he said? He's talked about playing off the ball.
Yeah.
He talked about being a better defender. Those are role identification things. Where does that come from with you? Most guys are used to playing with the ball in their hands.
You watch basketball.
Not having the responsibility of defending all the time. Where does this mindset, this maturity come from?
I think I'm just a basketball junkie. Like, I'm not a movie, TV show guy. I just watch basketball.
I can tell.
Yeah, so love watching.
I can tell. He's a basketball guy.
Well, Bennett, thank you for joining us.
That'll serve you well in Oklahoma City.
Not much to do with basketball there.
You're going to shine. You're going to shine in the league. You're learning from the best of the best. We certainly see your maturity on full display, and we're all rooting for you.
A lot of open shots over there, too. Don't you worry.
Great to hear. Great to hear.
Congratulations, Bennett. Thank you.
Congratulations. I like that suit, too, boy.
That's clean.
Simple.
Boy, look like a governor, don't he? Boy, look like a young mayor.
You know, it's a small thing, guys, but my favorite kind of moment that we have, and our viewers can't see this, but as one draftee leaves the stage, they're always dapping up the next one.
Yeah,
these guys, they're hugging them. It's such a special night for all of them, including our next guest.
How you doing, man? Oh, you got it.
You can't lose today, player. You can't lose today, player. You all good today.
Christian Anderson joins us. He is heading to the Charlotte Hornets, of course, played at Texas Tech and originally from Atlanta. And Christian, just this night, the outfit, the moment, the family, it's a lot, but there's a lot of emotion. How's it been?
Super surreal, you know. I just came to the experience expecting everything, like being open-minded. I had no idea what I was going to come into. And yeah, as every name got called, you know, it was kind of kept getting more anxious, but I'm super glad where I went and ended up playing with one of my teammates. So I'm super excited.
Yeah. When you look at the team you're going to, you look at that program, you say, this summer I need to work out. What's the main thing you focus on this summer?
Just getting bigger and stronger, like, you know, every single level, I wasn't expected to do anything. And, you know, every single offseason, just being in the weight room, being in the gym, just getting more conditioned, being stronger, bigger, all that stuff, just so I can handle the bump, especially at this level. So I think that's the main thing I'm going to work on. And then, you know, obviously, you know, being in the gym, working on my shot and my game, too.
When he talks about being with one of his teammates, he's not talking about Texas Tech. He's talking about on the German national team.
Yeah.
So you've had an opportunity to play on the German national team, and you're going to be with Steinbach. Like, do you think that could be a real advantage because you guys have history together?
Yeah, I mean, me and Giannis just grew up, like, for the past 3 years playing with each other, and German national team, we have that level of chemistry and connection. I think we was probably the best duo, probably in the FIBA World Cup this offseason.
Which you guys won.
And we came silver.
Oh, silver.
We played USA, but, you know, USA always stacked, but we came silver, but we have, this level of connection that nobody else in this draft has with each other. So, it's a blessing for sure.
Yeah. You're a big-time shot maker.
Yeah.
How can that make the Charlotte Hornets better, and how do you hope to integrate yourself as a rookie?
Yeah, I pride myself on being versatile, like plug and play. Yeah. I can play off the ball, on the ball, like whatever you need of me. Like you said, big shot making is what I do off the dribble, off screens, and in catch and shoot. I played 2 guard and point guard my entire life, so it both come natural to me. So just doing whatever the offense need, and defensively, just giving my all and just putting my best foot forward.
At what point during the draft tonight do you start getting nervous about, okay, when am I going? The draft range says I'm going from 10 to 20. At what point does the nerves start hitting you, and you're looking at your phone and you're listening to your agent and your family? Where did that hit you tonight?
Right around those 2 picks before. right when they called my name, my agent told me I was going to Charlotte. That's when I started feeling like getting a little bit antsy, but I just trusted in what he was doing and trusted in what I showed my team. So, I was still confident in myself, but, around that time, you just growing anxious, but, it all worked out. So.
Well, we are so excited to see you in the league, and congratulations on joining a great franchise and being reunited with your friend, your brother, your teammate. That's not small. Nope. That's big, and that could be a big advantage. Congratulations to you and your family. Enjoy it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's go wild.
Great to see you.
Congrats, brother.
See, I love it.
So much love going on.
Alan Graves.
There you go. I seen my boy earlier when he had the jury hanging out.
Alan, hi. Thank you for joining.
My boy came with the 3-piece suit with the gold link hanging out.
Pinstripes.
You hear black and white pinstripe. Stop playing with him. He got the clock. He ain't playing.
Come on now.
He's got the. Can we see the outfit?
The timepiece. Stop playing with them. Why? Hey, boy, these young fellas put it together. I ain't gonna lie, y'all class really did put it together. Wendy, you said it earlier, but y'all really did put it together.
You guys are known for a great draft class. How about one of the best dressed draft classes?
Might be the best dressed draft class.
Nobody's acted a fool.
They don't got no
Everybody
goofy.
looks spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
Alan, first of all, congratulations. Epic night. What are you going to bring to the Toronto Raptors?
Just a whole bunch of winning plays, humbleness, winning. That's what I want to do. That's what I plan on doing at the next level, whether that be diving on the floor, getting an offensive rebound, hitting a shot. It doesn't matter. Whatever they need me to do, I'm going to go out there and do it and just play with toughness, be a dog on that court.
Amen. We've been asking all the guys that come up here, when you now know where you're going, all the nerves are gone. I know that all competitors now convert their mind to saying, this is what I'm doing next year. Now that you know what you have ahead of you, what are you going to be adding to your game this summer or focusing on this summer to make sure you bring to your ball club?
Making sure I'm able to switch. I want to defensively. I want to be a defensive player, and I want to be able to impact on the defensive end of the court as well as offensively. I feel like offensively I can bring a lot with my feel to the game, but defensively I want to be that guy that can count on to go get a stop.
Oh, that boy might know something.
Hey, listen, 20 years old, he's talking about needing to switch on defense.
I love that.
Now, you grew up as a point guard, right? Like, how old were you when you had your growth spurt?
My freshman year, I was 6 foot, and I grew to 6'7" my sophomore year that summer.
Wow, I had a similar.
Oh, that had to hurt. That had to hurt.
I had an overextended growth plate in my right knee right after.
I went through that same thing. What is it? Oshka, or that bump on your knee? Oshka Schlatter or whatever that is. I had that for a long time.
What do you think is your, like everybody has a pro skill or 2 or 3. Walking in, where do you know, okay, this is how I'm going to get on the floor, and then everywhere else is how I can stay on the floor?
I feel like my rebounding, offensive rebounding, just bringing that to the floor, winning possession battle, whether that's on the defensive end, deflection, steals, and then offensive rebounding, just keeping the possession on our side of the ball and just being able to, win that battle.
You're the scouts noted that you're really good at drawing fouls. Where does that come from?
Just feel for the game. Always had a high feel for the game, just being able to understand reads. I feel like my mind is my biggest tool. It's my biggest asset. So just using it in different ways, whether that be drawing a foul or reading the defense, reading the offense.
He wasn't a starter, right? You didn't start games. This guy was a bench player at Santa Clara. Okay, I'm going to talk like you're not here. Aww. He's a bench player at Santa Clara, and he knows what to do. The way he talks, he knows how to play the game. Yeah. And here he is in the first round of the NBA draft.
Oh yeah.
They should be studying him, because the way he's talking about needing to switch and drawing fouls and stuff like that. That's how you become an elite.
Without doubt, but sometimes it's also the attitude adjustment. I like it the most because I actually didn't know that you wasn't starting. But it's nice to know that somebody that wasn't starting still kept that mindset of, I know what I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just for this ball club, I might not need to start, or I might not be starting for whatever reason. But when you get to the next level, understanding that no matter if you're a starter coming off the bench, the last guy on the bench, they need the whole team when you get to this level. You've seen very quickly, we think that these 5 guys are going to play, these 8 guys are in rotation. One person goes down, 2 people go down, a guy gets a flagrant 2 or too many technicals and he out, and now you got to play big minutes. So understanding that and being mature about that is going to be like a superpower in this league.
A year ago, did you see yourself sitting here? Did you believe that?
I want to say yeah, but, it was definitely skeptical. I say that because, didn't know where I'd be coming off a redshirt year. I redshirted my freshman year. Hadn't played a college basketball game. So I knew I was going to have a breakout year, but this year, to be here, sitting here at the 19th pick is definitely surreal.
The 19th pick, and you're 19 years old.
How long ago did you get invited here to be in the green room?
What was that? Wednesday night.
It's unbelievable.
This is good.
Everything's late bloomer, right? It just feels part of your story, right?
This is a great story.
It is.
It's a great story.
And you have such a high IQ, and you're a great facilitator at such a young age at 19. Where does the IQ come from, that feel for basketball?
Just being around the game at such a young age. My dad started us off, me, my brother, and my sister. I'm the baby. So my brother, he played at LSU. My sister, she played at Auburn. So just being able to be around the game at such a young age, and then just playing in the park. I had the ball in my hands always, whether we were playing 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, just having the ball in my hands always, and then just being around the game at a high level.
When did you start winning the house?
Sorry, did you know the Raptors were taking you? Did you come in here knowing that Toronto was going to take you?
I knew it was a possibility. It was my best workout, so I knew it was a possibility that they were going to take me, but obviously nothing's set in stone when you're here.
When did you start winning the house?
Maybe last year. Shooting, my brother still got me. But
but in the ones, you got that.
That's high school.
Ben had that.
Yeah, high school.
Now see, we talk about personal trainers and everything else. He playing in the house. He playing on the court.
That's right.
What's the value of just those random runs?
Hooping.
While you're just hooping.
Yeah.
What's the value of that?
Very valuable. We're always competitive. Whether we were who could put on the seatbelt first. Just the competition level was always there with my siblings. And we were always very competitive. So I just got that nature just from being around them, being with them. And that's you can't put a price on that.
I had 3 brothers growing up.
Go ahead.
I had 3 brothers growing up, and when we was coming up, we played 1-on-1s. I didn't realize it, but that was my first taste of adjustments. Having to adjust because I'm playing somebody over and over and over, and I know it's coming. I didn't realize it when it was happening, but in retrospect, you start looking at it and say, man, that's how you learn how to make adjustments. Playing the same people every day, playing the same teammates every day. So shout out to you for being able to recognize it.
We do have to let you go, but I do want to say in the 2 minutes that we've known you, I think it's fair to say that one of the reasons that you've made your way up the ranks is because you also have such a positive attitude. You don't feel sorry for yourself. You're happy to be here, and I think that work ethic is going to take you very far with the Toronto Raptors, so congratulations.
Thank y'all.
You got drafted to a good city too, boy.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, Toronto's a hell of a time.
Hey, Toronto's fun. Alan, best of luck.
Enjoy yourself.
Look forward to seeing your career.
Another great NBA city.
Great. Well, hey, is there anything to do there?
A whole lot.
Really?
And Toronto is just cold.
Just like get dinner.
It's cold.
No one cares if it's cold. No one cares.
Yeah, you're not.
We don't care.
You're outside, but you're not outside. As it looks like the Philadelphia 76ers.
Lord, we are live, Sean.
As live as it get, baby. We as live as it get.
Looks like the 76ers selected LeBaron Philon Jr.
And I'll tell you what, he was not happy. And I don't think it has anything to do with the Philadelphia 76ers. He was not happy. He was still sitting there at pick 22. He was projected to go a lot higher. And I'm wondering if he's going to pick number 22 or something like that, because I can just tell on his face he did not think he was going to be the number 22 pick.
You thought he thought he'd be higher.
Anyway,
it's cool, man. I love that. Even though on this night, like, I know some guys want to go certain numbers and it doesn't get called, but after a while you just want to exhale and take the breath and understand, finally, I could just focus on basketball.
Yep. You were drafted to where he was drafted to. Alabama is where he went. He's a great shot creator, has a shifty handle, kind of a microwave scorer, puts a lot of pressure at the rim, and showed improvement as a playmaker this season. Bobby Marks, impressed by him. Jeremy Wu as well. Brian Windhorst, what are the 76ers getting in LeBaron Philon?
I'm more interested in another Ohioan getting drafted here, Quaintance. But
okay.
Sorry. No, I'll go to my notes here.
Yeah.
He's a three-level scorer. He's a little bit undersized as a guard, but he's a terrific finisher. And he really is a guy who can manufacture space, manufacture angles.
Sure.
Scoring off the dribble. This is a guy, you give him the ball, he's going to get you 2 points. There were people that thought he could go in the, definitely in the lottery, maybe even 10 or 11. So he's gone here. This is, I would say, I don't have the information about why he fell, but I would say Philly probably feels like they got a steal here at this pick.
And we know that Philly historically is not afraid to go after undersized guards. Granted, completely different front office structure there now with Daryl Morey gone, but you still got Tyrese Maxey there. That's still a guy that you can learn from. We saw it in the playoffs. They needed shot makers. When they came up short in the series against the Knicks, a lot of those games were blowouts, but the close games that they came up short in, Maxey was overused. Joel Embiid didn't have enough. It helps to have another guy, ideally, who knows how he steps in as a rookie, but ideally step as a guy that can go and get his own shot.
Without a doubt. Not only get his own shot, be another playmaker to where Tyrese Maxey feels like maybe he can play off the ball, because he also can make shots. It's just if he has to also run the ball club, it becomes an incredibly lot to ask of a guy to say, hey, this is your job, that is your job, and you can't run out of energy by the end of the night.
All right, so one thing that happened while we were interviewing Alan Graves, who was my favorite player of the night so far, Jaden Quintance from Kentucky went 20th to the Spurs. He was viewed as a guy who was going to go maybe at the end of the first round. He moved up. Jeremy Wu, our draft analyst, moved him up within the last couple of hours to the 20th pick. This is the Spurs taking a redshirt player, basically. Quintance has a torn ACL, recovering from a knee injury. Going to probably need to recover from that knee injury for much of next season. He goes 20th. Spurs take a 6'10" guy with a 7'5" wingspan, who happens to be from Ohio. Ohio in the top 20.
We go. Well, I'm glad Woody is bringing his Ohio out. I am dragging the Kent State, all of that.
His dad was a star at Kent State. His dad, Q. He was a star at Kent State. I just thought I should point that out while I had also, Kareem Lopez made some history, becoming the first ever Mexican to be drafted in the first round.
He's 17.
He's only 17?
I think he's only 17.
Now that I did not know.
I have his draft age as 19.
Oh, 19, okay, my bad.
You could be right, though.
At some point, he was 17.
So are you.
I might still be 17.
I think he goes to Detroit. Did Detroit swap picks, or did...
No, Detroit was part of that 3-team trade with Oklahoma City and Grizzlies.
Okay, he goes to Grizzlies.
Goes to Memphis.
So anyway, he played last year with New Zealand Breakers. Lakers, 6'8", 19 years old. He is known for his great work ethic, very good physically. Plays the high motor energy player. Has also been drafted since we've been talking here.
Kareem Lopez, the first Mexican-born player ever selected in the first round of the NBA draft.
My boy came with an overcoat too.
He did.
He got the double-breasted thing going on, but he came with a full overcoat like the Matrix. He said he got weapons in hand and he ready to use them. Oh boy, look at him getting to the basket. I like the athleticism, but I like the control of the ball when he's doing it. He's not placing the ball anywhere that you can get the ball. You can't deflect the ball. I love the placement of it. I love that he's got big hands and he can pick it up off the dribble and do a lot of different things at the rim. Anytime you can do that and you look anything like a tweener, you are going to be okay in this league.
Again, Memphis has a history of drafting well in the 20s. They've routinely gone into the 20s and drafted well. Lopez goes 21. He played 2 years in the Australian League. And we've seen some guys play in the Australian League come in and do well. Josh Giddey, LaMelo Ball. So he played against, basically grown men in the Australian League, which could serve him well.
He's physical and he's really great at taking advantage of mismatches, which could be huge for a rookie. All right, Adam Silver is at the podium. Looks like Zuby Ejiofor will be going to the Atlanta Hawks.
St. John's,
if I heard that correctly.
There's a cheer here for him.
Muscle man.
Yes, it is.
A muscle man.
He is a relentless rebounder and defender. He's got a very high motor, great passing vision, plays extremely hard. One of the best bigs in college basketball, quickly became a favorite of Rick Pitino while spurring St. John's resurgence. Great stuff from our draft analyst, Jeremy Wu.
I actually got to see him play this year in person. He's very physical.
Yeah.
He's in some ways a man against boys. He really uses his physical stature, 6'8", can really push guys around. Definitely a powerhouse. He's really physically matured because he's played. I believe he's a 4-year player.
Yeah.
He's a 4-year player. So this is a rare 4-year player being picked. The Hawks taking a guy who, they have a bunch of young guys on their roster. This is a guy who probably could maybe have a better chance to play as a 4-year player.
Yeah, I like when teams select a guy. That sounds too familiar. That sounds so familiar. I had to stop for a second. My bad. Anyway,
they're playing that in this building.
I didn't think of that. There go Vinny being messy. We are live.
We are live.
Vinny, we are live, Lord. You being messy.
That's my specialty right about now.
You can't be sarcastic all the time.
Vinny, stop it. They love you. That fan base loves you.
I'm gonna say this is just pandering.
This is crazy.
While the Knicks are on the clock, pandering. I'm actually kind of surprised that the Knicks are going to use this pick.
We might have a trade, our producer says.
Yeah, I think there's a really good chance the Knicks are going to trade this pick.
Chomp said they're trading it to the Lakers for 25.
Say that again, Vince.
Chomp Sharani, our own Chomp
here we
Sharani
go.
says they're trading 24
Here go the Knicks starting to move around.
The Lakers.
Hey,
wow.
This is what the Knicks do. This is my man Brock Aller.
Yep.
I just hope they don't boo, man. Don't boo. Y'all booed me when I got drafted.
If they're trading the pick, why are they playing Alicia Keys? Let's hear it for New York.
Because they planned this out hours ago, Vanessa, and they're going to do it. Nobody moves around on draft night more than the Knicks. I'm telling you, tomorrow the Knicks have the 31st pick, the first pick in the second round. They might trade that pick 6 different times between the end of this round and tomorrow. They have 12 hours to do it. The Knicks always move around in the first round. So we'll see who the Lakers traded up here to draft.
All right, it looks like they've got about 2 minutes left as you see some fans.
Orange and blue skies, Sean.
Got some Boston, Brooklyn, got some New York. As we are here on night 1 of the NBA draft, there's Shams Charania's tweet. New York is trading number 24 to the LA Lakers for
That's
number
no participation
25.
trade.
Boy, you play with fire. Playing with fire.
I'm sure
I'm going to tell you something.
As somebody that won a championship, love that comment.
You watch.
We love
Knicks
you,
are going to try to trade it again. You watch. I don't know. I'm not saying they're going to do it.
Okay.
But I'll bet they're going to try to either trade back again or trade out.
Well, you got to remember, they're up against the second apron. Now, Wendy, you said they're going to go into the second apron, even though James Dolan
I think
said
they could go into the second apron.
Every dollar counts when you're talking about guaranteed money for rookie salaries on a veteran team. So even if it's trading back for future draft capital, the salaries that's not going to be on the books, the draft and stash, I bet you anything is on the board for the Knicks about now, Sean.
Yeah. Well, not that much on the board. You know what I mean? It's that on the board. You know what I mean?
The championship picture is what Shump is pointing to.
I you know, when you're the champions, you can take your time with your picks. You know, we got to respect it.
There's a participation trophy.
There's a participation trophy.
Just to be clear, I am not calling it that.
You see how gold that participation trophy is, Vince?
My God, are people this dense? You cannot be this
We've got NBA champion.
I had to win one, and I had to do so much for it. But you called it a participation trophy.
I did not call it a participation trophy.
Well, you gestured it as one.
And I never said it belonged to any team.
I thought you did say participation trophy.
He said everybody should get one.
Do you have any tea? I'd like to just drink some tea.
Hey, don't worry, Perk, we got you, big baby.
Oh, wow. But that is...
Are you done?
I'm setting back screens on Mitty right now.
Are
Back
you
screen.
done? Are you done?
Shump, are you done?
We are live.
Guys, we are live, and it looks like the LA Lakers will be making this pick, presumably Brian Windhorst. Is that correct?
That looks like it, right. Now, they just showed Cameron Carr sitting in the green room. This is an unfortunate, situation. We just had Alan Graves here a minute ago talking about how he didn't even know he was coming here till 6 days ago. Didn't even have his draft suit. And then we have the other side of this where these guys come here, think they're going to be higher, and they have to sit there. So we'll see if Cameron Carr
And it is tough. It is tough for them. It is tough for them. Cameron Carr is now...
By the way, you waited this long and you're going to be a Laker. It's not so bad,
no,
right?
No, it's not.
Hey, man, we've been talking about all the cities. Kind of nice to go to LA.
Look at this. Hugging mom, hugging dad.
A lot of sun.
Come on, Cameron. It's okay. It's going to be good.
Natural vitamins from that sun. You know what I mean? Natural vitamins is great for the skin, great for the mood. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Great for the mood.
No winter blues.
You know what I'm saying? For the environment.
No winter blues in LA, baby.
That's what I'm saying, man. Enjoy yourself out there,
Cameron Carr out of Baylor. He's an explosive athlete, straight line driver and cutter. Has a really nice pull-up game in that mid-range. He spent 2 seasons kind of on the bench at Tennessee, but he broke out when he transferred to Baylor. What will he bring, Brian Windhorst, to the LA Lakers if we presume that's where he's going?
He's a terrific athlete, and this is the one thing that we know about the Lakers. The one thing that they need very badly is athleticism. He's got it. He's a big-time athlete, 6'5", got good wingspan, good footwork.
Nice stroke.
We can see right there the man knows how to drive the basketball. Obviously can step out, shot 37% from three-point range. That should translate relatively well to the NBA. So I don't know if this is a guy you're going to be seeing in the rotation immediately. This is probably more of a developmental player. That said, Baylor has a long history of sending guys to the NBA.
This is how I like the transfer portal to work. You stay somewhere for 2 years. It doesn't work there. Then you go somewhere, you take a leap, you develop. I like that, Shump, as opposed to as soon as you get there, you don't like it, you're up out of there, you're going, you're transferring. You give somewhere a shot, and then you develop. I like the fact some of these kids that by your 3rd year, you figure some stuff out. You're in a new environment. You see the athlete in him. I want to see him be able to grow. And in that environment in LA, they're not going to ask him to do but so much to get on the floor. And once he's there,
only so much to do.
It's only so much to do, Shump.
Once he come back, there's only so much.
We have a very special guest. We are going to be joined by, it looks like, Kareem Lopez, who is joining the Detroit Pistons. As we are here, this is Hoop Streams. We are at the NBA draft. Mr. Lopez making his way. Hello.
Congratulations,
how are you?
man.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yes.
Congrats, baby.
Appreciate it.
My boy took off the overcoat.
Thank you.
He took the overcoat off. My boy ready now.
Just a reminder, he is going to the Grizzlies.
It was getting hot.
Kareem Lopez, the first Mexican-born player ever selected in the first round of the NBA draft. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. It's a great opportunity for me, for my country, and it's just a blessing. That's all I can say. It's just a blessing.
What does it mean to represent your country like this on the national stage?
Yeah, like I said, I take it with a lot of pride, and showing the people that that if I did it, they can do it as well.
What are your emotions like? Like the emotions for yourself, the emotions for what you represent, the emotions as a competitor. How all those things balance out?
Yeah, no, I mean, right now it's a lot of emotions I couldn't even explain. But yeah, you're just super blessed, and as a competitor, I don't care, when I step on the court, it doesn't care where I'm from or where you're from. I'm just gonna go out there and I'm gonna try to kill you, right? Basically that's what it is.
How old were you when you moved?
How
old were you when you moved to New Zealand?
17.
And you were on your own?
No, New Zealand not. But I moved before. Spain at 14. Yeah.
So you've been away from home for a long time. Spain at 14, New Zealand at 17. Well, that's a challenge. What was that situation like?
No, absolutely, it's something hard, especially for a 14-year-old. Just living and going to a whole different country, different continent. So yeah, it was hard, but I knew it was part of the process. I knew it's what I wanted to do, and just believing in God, believing in His plan, and that was going to be part of it, and I had to do it. So.
And what did you think you got out of playing in the NBL for the last 2 years? There's been quite a few guys in the Next Stars program to come here and have success.
Yeah, it's just a great place, great league. I would say very underrated. A similar style to the NBA, it's just fast-paced, pretty physical. So, I feel like, playing with pros and playing that type of basketball has prepared me, and I feel like I'm ready to contribute from day one.
Yeah, finally knowing, now that you finally know where you're going to play basketball, and the jitters is out, the nervousness is gone. What do you tell yourself, this is what I'm working on this summer, so that when I'm going into next year, I'm ready to play?
I would say my shot consistency. I feel like, I have stretches where I'm really good and stretches where I'm not so good. So, just trying to be super consistent with that, and I feel like I'll be fine with it.
So the Grizzlies are in the middle of really turning their team over, which means that the rookies who are going to come in are going to play an important role. Have you thought about that at all? Is that swimming in your head at all?
I haven't really thought about the actual me playing on the team or anything like that. I'm just kind of soaking everything in, just.
Did you go to Memphis? Did you have a workout with them?
What was that?
Did you have a workout with them?
With Memphis?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, Memphis?
I thought you said going to Memphis. He's not going to Memphis?
All right, our understanding is you're going to Memphis. Is that your understanding?
I mean, I had a Pistons hat.
They get you like
do
that.
I take it off?
No, you good. That's how they get you.
That is what we've been told.
Is this the first time you heard that, or do we have it wrong? Or
I feel like I heard something, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was something else.
He's definitely going.
I'm pretty sure you're going to Memphis.
We're hearing that you're going to Memphis via a trade.
So I'm keeping it like this.
It looks cool. It looks cool.
Whatever team you go to, you're a tough defender. When I watch you play, your defense is spectacular. How can that impact a team, particularly when you're a rookie?
I feel like, that's what, rookies are asked to do first, right? You just come in and be competitive, be hard on the defensive end. You cannot just go in there and be a liability, right? So I feel like, I really got to take pride into that. I feel like I'm a good defender. I can guard different positions, so I'm confident in that and ready.
Kareem, we have to let you go, but congratulations again. The first Mexican-born player ever selected
and what about
in the first round of the NBA
World
draft.
Cup? What do you think about El Tri in the World Cup? Going to happen?
Yeah, I have a lot of high expectations. Yeah, there we go.
I like it,
Kareem Lopez, keep that hat backwards. I like that. I like that.
Brother.
Congratulations. We're happy for you. We look forward to seeing your career flourish. Thank you.
Hey, man. Take care.
Great stuff.
Congrats,
Great
boy.
stuff. Wow, that's a first for the show.
I mean, obviously we're in the middle of a show.
That was unbelievable.
Is it possibly true that he got to us and did not know?
I don't think he knew, because when we said Memphis, he said what?
I don't think he cared.
No, yeah, and I hear that.
I know he doesn't
care. That. We know
I'm
that.
saying he didn't care to check his phone. They probably been trying to tell him, but he's in the moment right now.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm going to choose to believe that he knew, but maybe he didn't. I don't know.
He did. I don't think he knew. But you know what? He responded very well. And you know what that says, Shump? He just wants to hoop.
Right. This is.
All right, it looks like Adam Silver.
This is part of the trade that we just had our man Kareem involved with it.
Okay, so we.
2026 NBA Draft. The Los Angeles Lakers select Sergio De La Real.
All right.
How you doing, man?
There you go.
How are you?
Who is?
He's going to the Knicks.
Oh, he's going off.
Who is coming over here? All right. Going to the Knicks. This is live television, baby. This is Hoop Streams, Altcast. Love it.
I love it.
Delaria headed to
they're going to get them international boys, man. They're going to get them international boys, man.
I'll bet they don't bring him over.
Are they about to get rid of him?
No, I bet they just don't sign him right now.
Oh.
All right. We are
always
streaming.
complications.
I know.
Congratulations, boy.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
As we see Knicks fans are happy there in the audience.
There we go.
Welcome back into Hoop Streams. We've got LeBaron Filan Jr., who is your newest Philadelphia 76er. We saw you. You were emotional. You were hugging your parents. I could tell it was a really special moment for you. What did that moment mean to you? You look at your journey through high school, playing at Alabama. What did it mean to get drafted?
I mean, just being patient. I feel like going back to Alabama really helped me. Just being with the coaching staff and both of those coaches, Coach Oates and Coach Preston, I feel like both of those guys poured they all into me and just pushed me to be my best. But my family, I can't say enough about my family. I mean, my mom is everything. My dad, my grandmother that was here, my grandma back home, all my aunties. So it's really special just like to have a collective family that really love you and just like put all their time into make sacrifices for you.
What have your emotions been tonight as you've gone through this whole process?
I mean, it's been good. Like I said, just being patient. Like, I went back to Alabama. I was, supposed to be, picked up to come out last year. So just being able to be patient, I feel like that was the biggest thing for me, and not rushing it. I feel like you get kind of anxious because you don't know where you're going, but when you finally get your name card, it's really special.
Do you settle down yourself throughout the course of the day? I'm sure the emotions from the start of the day to now to maybe an hour ago have been a little bit different. How do you try to keep everybody else calm? Does everybody else try to keep you calm? What is that like?
It's kind of both. Just trying to tell my parents, it's going to be all right, just be calm. And for me, like I said, just being patient. I got Mike Miller with me, so one of the best guys in the business. So I trust him with my work, and I trust him. That's what it's all about, just trust. Them trusting me, and I'm trusting them. So
I'm sure it was very tense for you and a little bit uncomfortable as that happened, but I want you to know Philly has an incredible track record of developing guards.
Yeah.
You look at Tyrese Maxey, picked right about the same range as you. You look at DJ Edgecombe. These are going to be your teammates, and you're going to be able to learn from them.
I mean, with Tyrese Maxey, kind of the play style, really just having that ability to flow with the ball, and then VJ being an explosive athlete. But I would just say my game, just bring it to that team, that speed in that backcourt, the ability to get up and down, and make tough shots and make everybody around him better. So I would just say, they're getting a dog for sure. They can play both sides of the ball and get it done whenever he needs to.
I got two questions for you. One, what are you going to be working on this summer as an individual to say, when I do get to training camp, I'm going to be ready? What's the biggest thing you're working on?
I would definitely just say strength, really getting bigger, getting stronger, being able to, guard 1 through 4, 1 through 3, wherever they need me to do. But I would just say that's one of the biggest things I work on, and, just continue to work on my shooting. Really, I feel like I took a big jump in that, and, just bringing that level of, being able to space for guys and space for your teammates, make the game easier for your teammates. So really, and then when I'm on the ball, just having that same unselfishness.
All right, and now I got one more.
Yeah,
I got
go
one more.
ahead,
My bad. I got
You're good. We got time. We got time.
Explain the chain. I'm an ice guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm an ice guy. Explain the chain, because from here it looked like a 76.
You know rappers? You know rappers?
No
kind of like rappers. You know No Cap? You know who that is?
Yeah, I know rappers.
So yeah, that's my brother. So he let me borrow it for the job. So it's like
copy. Nuh-uh, never. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Usually because y'all all on them NIL deals and all that extra. So I figured y'all was buying y'all own chain. So I figured it might be something special.
Shout out to the main, man.
Already.
That's awesome.
What was the biggest thing that you worked on this season just to get yourself prepared for the draft, knowing that you wanted to be here tonight?
I would just say, just working on everything, really. Just the way I move, on the court, the way I carry myself off the court, just the way I interact with people and just like the relationships, within basketball. And like, I can't speak enough about my time at Alabama, all my teammates, my coaches, to the GAs, to, the people around the facility. I feel like it was like just definitely a home for me. And it made it more comfortable for me to just like go back there and lead and learn too. Like learn stuff from Coach Oates. He's a great coach, smart coach, and Coach Preston really just holding me accountable. So
your three-point shooting, you're one of the best three-point shooters in this draft. Do you anticipate being able to bring that to the NBA line?
I mean, just like I said, being able to space, being able to shoot off the ball and on the ball, I feel like, and definitely like pick and roll work, just working on that. I worked on that a lot, in the summer and when I went back, and just having that same confidence that I had, at Alabama. So playing the same style of basketball, really.
And you play with a lot of emotion. Do you like harnessing that? Do you like being able to play free and being intense? Where does that part of you come from?
I would just say being able to play free, for sure. Being able to play with that swag and that stagger that I have, the style and the swagger that I have. But like I said, just being able to play with that, it means a lot, because Coach Oates, he really let me go. So, like, Coach Nurse really let Tyrese and Maxey, those guys, get it going. So really just like adding a player like me is really going to be special.
You're tough. You're a great shot creator. Philly is tough. I think they're going to love you. Thank you so much for hopping on our show. And congratulations on a great night. We're really happy for you. And we look forward to watching your career. So
Enjoy Philly. Enjoy them cheesesteaks, boy.
Not too many of them.
Oh, bro, enjoy them cheesesteaks, my boy.
LeBaron Philon Jr. heading to the Philadelphia.
Solid. That boy came icy on a guy with the crop jacket.
I wondered if you were going to say something about the
You knew I was going to say something about it.
What's your estimated value of that necklace?
That necklace? That necklace, it's six-figured up. He's six-figured up, for sure. It better have came with security tonight. It's six-figured up, for sure.
The 76ers are very excited that they were able to draft him at 22.
Oh, yeah.
His stat profile at Alabama was spectacular.
Yeah.
22 points a game, 50% from the floor,
shooting,
40% from three, 80% from the free throw line.
Oh, yeah.
You don't usually get a player with those kind of stats coming out of the SEC at the 22nd pick.
Now, funny thing, Nate Oates, his coach at Alabama, when I was covering high schools, he was coaching high schools in Romulus, Michigan, way back in the day. When I was a baby, Shump.
All right, the Denver Nuggets are on the clock.
I wasn't even here then.
Looks like the Denver Nuggets are selecting Terrence Reed Jr. from UConn. St. Louis, Missouri native. He's a great rebounder, great rim protector.
6'9" and 3/4. Will y'all just get that man 6'10", man? God. Boy, put 2 pair of socks on, boy. Nah, I like it. He got soft hands, ready to catch the ball, ready to finish around the rim. He's got nice touch. You know what I'm saying? Those type of, yeah, my bad, pause. You right.
Shump, he's going to San Antonio.
Huh?
He's going to San Antonio.
Got it. Already. Already.
Yep.
Say it again, Vince.
He's going to San Antonio.
Okay.
Even better.
Denver is trading 26 and 35 and 2 future seconds, which means.
Is that, when did that come down?
Literally just now.
Okay.
Just now.
Okay.
It happens fast.
Terrence Reed Jr. is headed to San Antonio. What can the UConn Husky bring to the Spurs?
Well, first off, I think the Spurs clearly tonight drafted size. Quintans and Reed are both size. They want some more help around Victor Wembanyama. I think Luke Cornett was a really good player for a number of occasions, but they needed some more optionality with their size at the end.
And some youth.
Yes, and some youth there. I'm not sure these guys are going to be ready to play next year, but they're going to development player. I think what this sees from Denver is a little bit cost conscious here. So
Absolutely.
So Denver is moving from 26 down to 35. That's going to save them 7 figures, which is a team that's going to be paying the tax, going to save them multiple 7 figures. So this is they're still going to play with 35, probably that's comparable to Reed. They won't have to pay him as much money, won't have to guarantee him as much money. But there's a little bit of a salary dump here that just happened with the Nuggets, I believe.
All right, great stuff. Hey, I believe we have Cameron Carr joining our show from Baylor. Hi, Cameron.
There you go. How y'all doing?
How are you?
Congratulations.
On your day, brother.
Thank you.
Cameron, you're waiting for your name to be called. I know it's an emotional experience. I'm sure it can be stressful. You hear your name called, drafted in the NBA, lifelong goal achieved. What was that moment like for you?
Man, saying I was excited was an understatement. I mean, of course, as a kid, I dreamed to do this, and so it fulfilled the child in me and made myself proud.
Yeah, you should be proud.
What do you think about the idea of being a Los Angeles Laker?
Oh, man, that's big time. I'm excited. Hey, anytime I get to put the ball on the floor and step between them lines, man, it's a blessing. So.
Well, one of the things that the Lakers need on their roster is athleticism.
Yeah. Hey.
And you're one of the best athletes in this draft.
Yeah.
So do you think you can bring them that sort of that
Absolutely.
aspect?
Absolutely.
Tell me about your college journey.
Yeah.
First 2 years, not getting a lot of playing time. You make the transfer, then you blow up.
Yeah.
What was it about that experience that led you know what? I need to make this decision for myself, and I'm putting the responsibility on myself in this transfer portal to get where I need to get, take the playing time. You handled your business this season. What was that like from year 2 to year 3 for you?
Yeah, man, it was all about personal growth. Where can I be better? How can I be more dominant? And sitting down with Coach Drew was big time. He had very, very transparent, honest conversations of where I need to get better. And so, man, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today. And can I throw something in? You used to be my favorite 2K player all the time, every day. I used you every single time.
With that Knicks era, I already know what time it was.
Absolutely. I used to average like 40 with you.
Yeah, it was like weird.
You like a little something to turn up.
You know what's crazy? It's weird. That year in 2K, that's the most tweets I ever got. I guess me and JR together.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you couldn't.
When he was with the Knicks or with the Cavs?
The Knicks.
When you played me and JR
maybe
together.
Put you on some of that mellow.
I don't know what they gave me, dog, but Melo could do his thing. But it was like I could defend better than everybody. I could bully a guard.
It's because you had all the dunk packages. You could dunk on everybody.
And you could finish. Like as long as you could finish.
You want to get on the cam, right? You want to slam and get on the cam.
But it had everybody thinking.
That's what my 8-year-old son wants.
But it had everybody thinking that when they came to the game next year, that I was going to be shooting and dunking and everything. I'm like, no, I'm passing the 7.
Cameron, you have one of my favorite fun facts in the entire draft. Your father, Chris, played 6 NBA seasons and was the 1997 Slam Dunk Contest runner-up to Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Wow.
How much did your dad influence your journey?
Man, he played a big part in it. He kind of led the way for me, and any time that I needed help and advice to go in a certain direction, he was the one that kind of led me because he's been where I wanted to go. So he's big time.
You inherited the athleticism.
Oh no, I'm more athletic.
You're more athletic.
The bunnies. You got the bunnies.
Hey, you gonna go get that contest championship for him?
Oh, I have to. I feel like it's only right.
Yeah.
That's rough.
So
That's rough. A lot of guys don't want to do it.
Right now in that slam dunk contest.
Oh, if they put me in the slam dunk contest tomorrow, I'd win it.
All right.
Handle your business.
You hear that, NBA? Put this man in
we
the
got
dunk
somebody
contest.
that want to enter.
We got number 1.
He wants it. You're from Minnesota. It can be kind of cold there.
Freezing.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
So warm.
So there are worse cities to be drafted to. You're going to presumably play for a great coach in J.J. Redick, play alongside LeBron James. Just what does this opportunity mean to you?
Man, it's big time. I think, man, for them to take a chance on me and want me to be in their organization man, that means the world to me. And so I don't want to let them down. When I step in, I want to step in and be as productive, as dominant as I have been in my carryover. So
how's Luka's dunk packages on 2K?
Well, I'll dunk for the both of us.
I like it.
I like it. Hey, man, well, congratulations, brother.
Yes,
I know this
Cameron.
is an unbelievable night. I know that it's a lot of emotions going through. I know it feels good just to exhale and know that you're going to the next level. So congrats on that, bro.
Thank you, guys.
Cameron, thank you for joining Hoop Streams. We're all rooting for you. This has been a joy and your favorite 2K player. It all comes full circle, doesn't it?
I told my best friend I was going to say something, too. Because I was like, I'm going to get around him at some point.
Push you out of the way. He's like, whatever you want. Get out of the way.
Well, thank you, guys.
Hey, thank you. Best of luck. We look forward to following your career.
Telling you, boy.
Got it, Chump.
Hey, I was a bad man on that 2K. I was trying to tell you something now.
God, that was awesome.
His eyes, he was like, when should I do it? He was like reading the game.
It was like double dutch.
Like, you know what? I'm going for it.
He's like, I want to be
Oh,
respectful.
my God. Somebody just dropped a jersey, and I thought a kid fell. We've been up here too long, man. Oh, my Lord, my heart just dropped. I thought that kid just jumped down and nobody
You're on
called
live
him.
TV.
We are live.
We are live.
So if we're keeping track, that was probably my favorite moment so far. Telling Kareem Lopez and revealing to him that he was actually going to the Memphis Grizzlies is probably up there. Right? We've had a lot of great moments tonight. It looks like Chris Sinak Jr. of the Houston Cougars
we
was
had
just
some
selected
glorious crying
by the
from
Boston
Chris Sinak
Celtics. Boston
just a minute
Celtics.
ago.
He was sobbing. Kelvin Sampson in attendance. Kingston Flemings and Chris Sinak Jr. have that Houston Cougar mentality, that culture. It's a real thing. What do you expect from Chris Sinak Jr. in this league?
I thought he was going to go higher. Everything that I had heard over the past few days said that he was going to go a little bit higher, maybe as high as to 20 or 21, just maybe positional need. But I think if Boston keeps him, and there's no indication that says they're not, I like his limp.
Hey.
Bunnies. Jump, he got bunnies.
Hey.
He got bunnies. I like the toughness, defense, shot blocking. I think he's going to be able to plug and play.
Like I said with Memphis, Boston has a big track record of drafting guys in the 20s who end up being contributors. Sometimes it takes a little while. Jordan Walsh, Baylor Shireman, Peyton Pritchard. These are guys that they drafted that are now in their rotation helping. They like this guy, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see him helping them out in a year or two.
We have 3 picks left in the draft. Anything in particular you guys are looking for? Well, if you're a player and you haven't been picked yet, what's going through your mind?
I mean, at this point, if you're not picked yet, well, honestly, I don't know what it's like to be at the end of the first round and not get picked, but I can only imagine that your nerves are, up and down. The suit that you had, that was such a nice suit, is probably starting to sweat out a little bit. And it might start turning into a cold sweat where you get the little goosebumps now. But what I do know is that no matter where you get selected in this draft, I mean, you think it's more important before you go into the draft. But as long as you land with a team that likes you and has a plan for you, you're doing just fine in this draft.
I mean, I'm telling you, to be drafted by the Boston Celtics at 27 is a pathway to success in the NBA. It may not feel like it, but it does. Now, I want to look at number 28 here, Minnesota. Minnesota did a salary dump last night to save money with Julius Randle. Let's see if they try to trade up out of this pick right here, save a little bit more money. This is a pick that could be on the move.
20 seconds left for the 28th pick, the Minnesota Timberwolves, but we assume that will be the Brooklyn Nets pick.
Yep.
Through that Julius Randle trade.
Oh, that's right. They already traded it. I was ahead of myself.
Come on, Adam. Come on, Adam. Do the smooth walk, too.
Believe that they already traded it.
They traded it last night for like the 33rd pick.
Which it got kind of buried.
Which was part of the reason why.
Hey, let's talk about it. We've got time. Julius Randle, Ant Edwards can't be happy.
So look, here's the nuance about this trade.
Yeah.
I think the Timberwolves are excited about what's going to happen here because Jaden McDaniels is going to get a bigger role.
Yeah.
All right. McDaniels was awesome in the playoffs. All right. That's number one. Number two, Naz Reid, who frankly is one of the most popular players in the NBA. Naz Reid is going to now be the starting 4-man. And both those things are going to be good. And by moving that money off, they opened up the money to re-sign Ayo Dosunmu, who got paid last night. $23 million a year in a 5-year deal. Nice work. All that is good. The problem is they trade Julius Randle in a straight dump. Straight salary dump, asset gone. Now, they do create a $33 million trade exception, and I suppose at some point this year they could use it. Maybe they'll use it tomorrow, Vince. I don't know.
Who knows?
But their team got deeper and cheaper. I got shallower and cheaper yesterday when you've got Ant Edwards entering his prime.
Yeah.
That's the financial reality of the league. You traded essentially Karl Anthony Towns for a maybe. Maybe a player will fit into this $33 million salary slot that we have. We traded Karl Anthony Towns, and he got a ring out of it.
Yeah.
We were in the Western Conference Finals the last 2 years. We weren't there this year. Anthony Edwards was shaking hands with 8 minutes left.
So true.
For the New York Knicks, that's go time. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's go home time. Like, that's something that you have to worry about. This Western Conference is only getting better at the top wing. If there was a gulf at the top of the Western Conference, next to Oklahoma City the past couple of years, whether it was going to be Denver or Dallas or whomever, it is firmly San Antonio and Oklahoma City. And as the Minnesota Timberwolves, you cannot afford to be taking a step back. Even though I agree, Naz Reid needs a bigger role. Jaden McDaniels needs a bigger role. What are you going to do at point guard? Because you don't have Dante DiVincenzo to start next season.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're not going to have him probably for most of next season.
Oh, at all.
Right.
Yeah, you might not
It's
get
going
him.
to be Joshua Jefferson heading to the Nets.
There we go. Let's see, he got that wine suit on.
He does. Joshua Jefferson out of Iowa State. Two-way versatility. He's a passing
He's coming
big.
up out of the stand, Shump.
Glue guy. Everybody says he's a glue guy. Has two-way versatility. All Big 12. Makes an impact on both ends. Modern dual-role player. Very versatile. Vince Goodwill, what do you like about his game?
I like the fact that he's, look, pro body.
Yep.
You know what I mean, Sean? Pro body. He ain't skinny. He ain't somebody that you got to worry about, that you got to put him on a program. He just going to have to tighten it. It's better to tighten it up than having a bulk up. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a player like that. He's going to go to Brooklyn. We know they're going to have many young players with an opportunity to play. He's going to play next to Julius Randle. There's a lot of things you say about Julius Randle. Julius Randle's a grown man with a grown man body. That's a great guy to learn from a standpoint of showing up every day and at least in the weight room.
Without a doubt.
He's what they call a Zoom 5. So he plays below the rim a little bit for his size, but he's very strong, and he can get the rebound and take it up the court, like a Draymond Green style.
Yeah.
Go and play at the top of the key, which is a valuable thing for a guy on a second unit who can play with different lineups to have that capability.
I like that. I know he's called a Zoom 5, but he's a 4 for sure in this league. You a 4 for sure.
Yeah, one scout I know compared him to George Niang, who also played at Iowa State.
Yeah.
Known as the minivan.
The minivan, that's right.
All right, looks like we have Cleveland on the clock. Cleveland Cavaliers, just under 3 minutes. What do you see as Cleveland's needs, Wendy?
Well, I'm kind of surprised they're going to keep this pick. They're in the second apron, and they need to make
Aren't they the most expensive team in the league? Not to interrupt.
By far.
By far, yeah.
By far. And they really need to get out of the second apron, and they're going to probably do a deal with James Harden to take his salary down a little bit and spread it out. And, you know, they've done pretty well in the draft in recent years. They got Craig Porter Jr., who they just picked up his option. They got Jalen Tyson in the 20s 2 years ago. Yep. He's ended up being a good pick. One of the reasons why Mike Gansey, who just made his first pick with LeBaron Philon Jr., that was his first pick. One of the reasons Mike Gansey got this job as the GM of the 76ers was because of how well the Cavs did with some draft picks, and this is a spot where they have excelled in the past. So we'll see if they indeed keep the pick. But they're pretty set in their rotation. I'm not sure. I think this is probably will be a development player if they keep the pick.
If they're gonna grab somebody, as far as what the Cavaliers need, They need a 3-and-D guy that can make straight line drives. If they could go get a reincarnated Richard Jefferson, they would be better off. They need a guy that will shoot threes.
Maybe they can take Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, right. I just would have been Saint-Tropez. No chance, no dice.
He was hurting. He was hurting. Yeah, we see a tweet from ESPN. Trae Young may not be ready to give number 3 for the Wizards up. AJ Dybantsa wore number 3 at BYU.
Yeah, you ain't getting that, buddy.
Well, he ain't getting it with money because Trae's got plenty of it.
Right. I was saying, you ain't getting that, buddy.
What Cleveland needs is toughness. What we saw in the Western Conference Finals, I don't think a rookie can add to what they need.
I would agree.
They need some veteran toughness, some more intestinal fortitude.
Yeah.
I would venture to say, out of all of the final 8 teams, are they the most disappointing? Out of
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I mean, they
out
got
of everybody that
swept.
made
They got
at least the
swept.
conference semifinals,
They got swept.
they were the ones that got the most questions.
Yeah, they had a losing record in the playoffs. And, you know, make the conference finals and have a losing record in the playoffs, it was difficult for me to declare the season a success or not. I mean, you do because they made the conference finals. They made the conference finals without LeBron since '92.
Without that.
I mean, but
I can't call it a failure. Only because James Harden got there with half the year. He didn't get a whole chance.
That's true.
To really go to training camp, know what he's gonna do, come in the way he wants to come in with his body, ready to establish what he needs to establish in that role. I'm gonna give them another year before I even evaluate them like that. We just evaluated how they performed in the playoffs, and it wasn't cute. But we knew that it might not be cute once it got tough. We knew that. We talked about that when the trade first went down. The question is not now. It could be cute now. It's later on during the playoffs when Donovan and James Harden have question marks next to their name. What do they do then?
Do you think that with a year, that the questions that were the questions will be answered in a different form than the answers that
Ding,
we
ding,
saw?
ding. We have a trade. Ding, ding, ding.
I do.
We have a trade.
Oh, Lord.
Cleveland is trading number 29 to Sacramento for number 34 and a future second rounder.
yeah, so the Cavs moved 5 spots back here. We'll save some money, which every dollar counts for what they're trying to do right now. But for Alex Karaban, this is another guy with great positional size, 6'8", really good three-point shooter. You know, he's not a prototypical 3-and-D player because he's not really known for his defense, but he's certainly got the 3 part and he's got good size on defense.
Alex Karaban, of course, of UConn. He's a forward, great team defender, floor spacer, great role player, and he's over 23 years old, so he's really developed. What do you think he can bring to Sacramento, Vince?
Well, we talk about Darius Acuff, and we're talking about what Sacramento was building and what they have to get out of the building first before they move on. They were an older and expensive team last year, trying to figure it out with DeMar DeRozan and Russell Westbrook and Zach LaVine before he got hurt. This is just another element of them shuffling parts in and shuffling parts out. Yeah. It helps that when you still have an inexperienced coach in Doug Christie, that you're going to bring in a player that has a certain level of adult experience that you don't have to sort of usher along and hold his hand while you're going through this sort of painful step-by-step process while putting the ball in Darius Acuff's hand.
All right, and it looks like that pick is official, Brian.
Yeah, this guy was a shot maker now.
Yeah.
You know, you needed a basket, he could get it for you. They do a lot of winning up at UConn, and he was a big part of it. And I'll tell you what, like Sacramento needs guys in the rotation. I could see him competing for a rotation spot.
What a funky look spin on his jump shot.
Yeah, his release is not exactly pure.
All right, we are just under 5 minutes.
But all these go in, though,
You know, I love it when you carry a threat and you can shot fake and straight line drive. I love that. I love that. That translates. I just, you know, it's a little knuckleball. We're going to clean that up when he gets to the league. We're going to clean that up. Get some shots on the gun. You ain't got to go to class no more. You ain't got to go eat. You ain't got to go eat at the school cafeteria. Yeah, ain't no calf. We got real good chef now. We got real good chef now, boy.
Especially in the modern NBA.
So as we get to the end of the first round here, I would say that this first round has not had many big surprises.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's your evaluation when you take inventory?
I think, okay, so obviously Dybantsa goes number 1. That's a story. But Acuff going number 7 over with Brown going 6 is going to be a talking point.
All right, Chris Jr.
Congratulations. Congrats, boy.
Appreciate you.
Congratulations. Good to see you.
Welcome to the show.
Yep.
Chris, you were emotional. We love that you were emotional. What was that moment like for you, hugging your parents after you were drafted?
Yeah, I mean, just been a dream of mine my whole life. Being here is so surreal. But I'm just so blessed. You know, all glory to God. And I'm ready to get to Boston and work.
I do have to ask you because I live in Houston and I've known Kelvin Sampson for a long time. He's tough and he gets his guys ready for the NBA. He's here tonight, of course, supporting you in Kingston. No shock there. How did Kelvin Sampson prepare you for this moment?
Yeah, mental toughness for sure. You know, every practice was hard. You know, he was on me every single day, holding me accountable for everything. And I really respect him for that for sure. You know, he didn't let up on me, but, you know, just learning to control the things I could control, you know. Attitude and effort. Those are 2 things I can control. Everything else, you know, it's out of my hands. So going on with those 2 things, I'll be on the path where I need to be.
Chris, I want to read you some names here about some guys that the Boston Celtics have taken right at this about exact same spot in the draft. We're talking about Robert Williams, Grant Williams, Peyton Pritchard, Baylor Shireman, Hugo Gonzalez. There's a long track record of the Celtics drafting guys in this exact spot within a pick or 2 and turning them into guys who have great NBA careers. Yeah. You should be excited about where they picked you because of this organization.
For sure.
What does that mean to you hearing that?
Means everything. You know, I'm going to go into Boston and give it my all, and I'm ready to get to work. You know, they're going to get a player that's willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Hey, look, talking to teams the past couple of days, your name was coming up as high as 1920, right? And I'm sure once you get to that spot and you land where you land, there's probably some disappointment. But one of the things that they told me that they loved about you, defense and explosiveness. Is that what you impressed upon them when you went and worked out with teams? Is that your pro skill that teams were telling you about yourself?
100%. But even when I was going to my workouts, I was showing my skill set offensively as well. You know, a lot of teams like that a lot. But I think coming into the league, you know, the first thing that's going to translate is my defense and my rebounding and how hard I play. So, you know, when I go to Boston, that's what I'm willing to do to get on the floor and help the team win.
I will ask you this. I mean, you're heading to a championship franchise. They've got big aspirations, and they've won a championship recently. You've got Brad Stevens. You've got a great coach in Joe Mazzulla. Just how excited are you to be a part of an organization that has such class and has such winning expectations?
Yeah, I feel like I fit right in. That's the type of person I am. So, you know, them grabbing me, you know, I'm ready to go in, get to work, and do whatever it takes to win, help that team win.
It's awesome. Houston Cougar, New Orleans native. I know everybody is really proud of you back in H-Town as well as in NOLA. Chris Jr., congratulations.
Yes,
we cannot wait to follow your career. Congrats and thank you for joining Hoop Streams.
Thank y'all.
Tell Kelvin hi.
Thank you, I will.
Yep. What an exciting night.
Absolutely.
Great fit, too. That's a great
he got the fit on. He got the plaid on. He got the floods on. I see the floods.
He's a winner tonight. He's a winner tonight. This is going to be a great fit for him. It's going to work out for him.
Look, he's so happy he landed in Boston.
Yeah, he better be.
And he should be.
I think he's just emotionally gutted from having to wait for 2.5 hours to get drafted, which I can only imagine what that was like.
Well, and to be fair, if you're going to wait to be drafted, being drafted to a franchise that's competing for a championship,
that'll work out for you.
That'll work out. I'm hearing Koa Pete was the final pick to the Dallas Mavericks. What do you make of Koa Pete, Brian?
So he was kind of a bit surprising he stayed in the draft. He was projected at one point to be a lottery pick. Am I right, Vinny?
Yeah.
6'8", considering Arizona is a chance to win the national championship last year or next year, some people thought he might stay, but he didn't. And now he goes to Dallas, which Dallas, took Morris Johnson tonight. They obviously, have some really good young players. So, I think he'll be a developmental player.
He will be.
They got a lot of bigs there. And you know what they're going to do, what they're building around with Cooper Flag. Athleticism, length, let's run. And then you got Dusty May, who's going to implement everything that he's doing. They're going to be somebody to watch. I'm curious how long it's going to take before it truly holds.
Yep, great mentorship too there in Dallas. Guys, biggest winner from tonight. Biggest winner as we wrap things up here. Biggest winner from the NBA draft.
All right, so
is it the Mavericks if you count Dusty May?
Well, University of Michigan was a big winner tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
I'm loath to say this, but I think the Oklahoma City Thunder are probably pretty happy.
Yeah.
They were really happy that Adey Mara fell to them. That is exactly the type of player that they needed. It was 50-50 whether he'd get to 12. He falls to them at 12. And then they're able to trade up for Bennett Sturts, which, maybe Bennett Sturts works out as an NBA player and maybe he doesn't. But his skill set will fit into what Oklahoma City needs, especially there's a chance Oklahoma City could trade Isaiah Joe in a cap-clearing move in the coming days. Sturts sort of, Jared McCain sort of fits into the role of Isaiah Joe, and then Sturts kind of fits into the role of that Jared McCain played. I would think that Oklahoma City would probably feel like they did pretty well considering their picks of 12 and 17 tonight.
Chicago, the Chicago Bulls, Iman Chicago Bulls.
Loves it.
Caleb Wilson might be the best player by the time this is all said and done. That's nothing against AJ Dybantsa. That's nothing against Darryn Peterson. I'm just that high on that kid and his versatility and what he can do. And then you got another pick. Then you get Swain. Like they are very happy in Chicago out there.
Yeah, I think that the same thing. I was gonna say Chicago, not because I'm biased or nothing.
No.
But I really look at it because you remember around that time last year when we heard about the trades and everything, we like, why are we getting all these guards?
Yeah.
We just, you know what, I'm going to just stop thinking about it for the year and to know that the expiring contracts are now happening. And now the shift in the offseason is about to happen after we just got 2 good draft picks. I think I'm starting to have a little bit more common sense. So I heard what you said, Stephen A., that we had to hurry up and turn things around in Chicago. I think things are looking up.
So Koa Pete got traded.
Oh, okay. To where?
It happens fast.
I think he got traded to New York, but I'm still trying to figure it out.
Like the Knicks?
I think so.
Wow.
I think the Suns.
The Phoenix Suns. All right. Welcome to Phoenix, Koa Pete.
Welcome.
That's awesome. I want to thank everybody.
Knicks, I told you the Knicks weren't done. The Knicks made 2 trades in the last 5 minutes.
I want to thank everybody for watching. I also want to thank the NBA. The league was incredibly gracious to us. This is the first ever Hoop Streams Altcast. They brought us guys. We were able to get really great information. Vince Goodwill, Brian Windhorst, Iman Shumpert, thank you guys so much, and congratulations to all the young men and their families whose lives were changed tonight. We'll see you next time on Hoop Streams.